There is no camera here, and there's probably a good reason for that, but I'm not going to figure that out right now. So we're just going to go ahead and go to this screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those of you in between, it is I, your host and Dungeon Master, Cranio Dad. Still working through some technical issues thanks to the Windows update that came out on Thursday that so many streamers are so absolutely thrilled about. All that aside, we will be doing a little bit of something different for the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign than what you may find in your rule books this evening. I've been hinting at and introducing small portions of a additional campaign that I have been writing for the last few years that involves the third coming of Tiamat. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that story this evening with my wonderful and amazing players, whom I will introduce to you all on the other side of this intro. So sit back, get your adult beverages, relax, because the players probably aren't going to be able to. And I'll see you in about a minute and 10 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Now is my chance to have the honor of introducing you to this evening's players. So going from left to right as they appear on your screen, Calder.
Hi, I am Adam, aka the Nerdy Viking. You can find me on Twitter as the Nerdy_Viking, and definitely looking to get back to rolling some dice and having some fun.
Awesome. Circes.
Evening, everybody. My name is Scott, also known as the Wily Hobbit. And that's my handle on the internets at Wily Hobbit. And I'll be playing Circes Bronzemist this evening. He's a Paladin of Lathander, Oath of the Ancients, Bronze Dragonborn.
And Deluge.
Hey everybody, Shannon Logic across all the internet, and I'll be playing Deluge's ex-wife maybe tonight instead of Deluge. We'll see how that turns out. It'll be fun.
And Oddity.
Hi, I'm Kayla, also known as Miss Misery, and if I'm not playing Oddity tonight, who is my level 5 Misfortune Teller, I'll be playing level 6 Misfortune Teller. I'll be playing Bracken, a half-orc fighter.
Interesting. And out this evening is Rogelio, who is usually played by a Chancellor, and we look forward to him being able to join us again sometime soon. For those of us watching at home, those of you watching at home, I want to let you know that you have a way to change the way this game plays for the players. I use this methodology called Dissonant Whispers, which you can see on your screen, I think, right now. Good, that actually did work. And for every 500 bits, follow or sub, I will give the players a Dissonant Whisper, which gives them pre-roll advantage, or they can force pre-roll disadvantage on me on anything with the exception of death saves. So you have the ability to influence. Right now, the players do have 6 Dissonant Whispers, and it is my goal every single week to get them to use them all. Tonight, I think they probably will. We'll find out. Where we last met our adventurers. Let me go ahead and bring these up. Uh, After dealing with the wreck of the Emperor of the Waves, you were able to secure a box, get back aboard the ship, and hightail it back by way of them dropping off their cargo to Saltmarsh to deliver the package back to the group that decided to send you on this voyage. You are now docked at Saltmarsh aboard the ship, or are you standing on the dock? Relatively non-eventful travel on the way back to Saltmarsh from your location. You've been gone for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, so 10 to 15 days. You had Rogelio training with your party, or with your followers, and they've done some training, and they're starting to become a little more known. But as you tie into dock, and as the ship lowers final anchor, and the gangplank is lowered, you walk onto the dock. It is about 9 a.m. in the morning. You have had breakfast aboard the ship. And for all of you, this is the first time you've been back on land in 10 to 15 days.
Circe will be glad to be back on terra firma, as they say. So he'll exit the gangplank. Are they going to be getting that box off for us? How's that? I can't remember how big it is or heavy.
I will say it is heavy, and I will say that over time you've kind of gotten accustomed to it. Definitely between Circe, Calder, and Deluge, the three of you kind of have a way of being able to pass it off and only be slowed by about 5 feet overall. Yeah. But it is awkwardly heavy for its size. It's about the size of an old school library dictionary. So, a decent size, a little bit bigger than our player's manuals, and about 15 times thicker. But it weighs deceptively more than what you think it should.
Kind of the size of a bread box, only heavy.
About the size of the bread box, about as heavy as a young child.
Well, I suppose we should get this precious cargo, if you will, to its rightful owner.
Should we though? Wasn't that a bone of contention?
We were gonna do.
I thought we were having some issues deciding.
Yeah, that's what
We're going to get off early and row to the house.
Well, it looks like that ship has sailed.
See what you did there.
I completely forgot that's what you guys were planning, to be honest.
So,
That's all right.
but yeah, I guess I've already saw that we're here, so I guess it's no point in making us seem like we're not. So I guess we should take it to them then.
Did we ever open it to see what was inside?
Would you have attempted it multiple times?
Deluge would have tried.
Okay. I will let you roll me a sleight of hand check at advantage.
All right. Let's see here. That's a dirty 20.
No, you were never able to open it.
Bummer.
Tough to open. So what have we decided? Are we going to take this to the captain of the Emperor of the Waves, or do we want to consult with Nightbreeze first?
I think we should talk to Breezy. I mean, he knows what's up more than most.
I can certainly do that. Yeah, because at least get a feel. Try to figure out, get a feel for what's going on. It's
Wouldn't take much to get this aboard a horse.
I don't know if they're gonna rent a horse to us.
Out to the house. I don't relish the idea of walking all the way back. Perhaps we could go to the Sea Breeze and have Sea Breeze? Yeah. Have Night Breeze meet us there.
Might be a good idea.
It'd probably be best. So,
All right.
so we load it up onto a wagon or a cart or whatever. So,
There's tons of people who are there to help load and unload. There's people who are willing to, for a fee, of course, carry things on a wagon. So it's up to you guys what you would like to do.
I thought we were going to send word by Raven back to the house.
That's what I guess we were planning on doing before we docked, made it into port. And so I guess if we could retcon out of character, if we could retcon that we did that as we sailed past the.
Yeah, and two things really fast.
Cheered. X500.
Thank you, Wu-Tang, for the 500 bits. You guys now have 7 Distant Whispers. I want to share this map with you guys to show you guys a better lay of the land. So if you're looking at the map, you can see Saltmarsh is roughly there, right? And your house is the haunted house that's here. This is a correction. So this is a retcon correction on a few directions to give you guys a better understanding of where things lie. And over here is the lizard folk lair that you guys were at a few sessions ago. And you guys are coming from the south. Or I guess this would be the east. Nice. And broke nothing when I joined. Oh, that's true. Oh,
Chancellor 87 cheered.
Oh, let me
500.
Let me fix
I've
this.
been here the whole time and broke nothing when I joined.
All right, thank you, Chancellor. We're going to take a very quick break so I could fix the layout really fast and get Rogelio on board. But you guys take a look at this map, and we'll be back in just about 30 seconds, chat. And we are back. Sorry about that, chat. Technology is wonderful. So we will find our players at the house, the battle house that they have been preparing, that was once reviewed as haunted, that they realized wasn't haunted. It was just a smuggler's den, and the town decided to gift to them, and they were able to do some repairs. You guys are in a longboat rowing into the lower cavern. A raven was dispatched to Rogelio. You were out in the field doing some combat survival training with the followers, and they've gotten a lot better over the last 10 days. Some of them are showing some real signs of skill. Others are showing that maybe combat might not be their thing, but they have skills otherwise that are much more adept. Maybe sneaking, maybe some stealth. That you keep getting a couple of the followers that might just walk up right behind you, and you're in the middle of a conversation and you don't realize they were there. You've had to recover multiple pocket watches and rings, but you've been keeping them in check, and they do view you as a respected member of the party. There's military style drills. You've got them pretty much like clockwork. But a raven that you recognize comes to you and lands on the table right in front of you where you were sitting. And that raven's message is, take it away, Calder.
Basically, there's because I'm pretty sure the raven can't speak, but
Right.
there's going to be like a little note. It's going to drop a little note onto the table for Rogelio. It's basically telling him to come down to the seawall dock, and bring a couple of trusted retainers with you. It's basically it's a little piece of paper. It's short and sweet. Just be like, hey, get your ass down here.
Is this
Hold on.
signed by anyone?
It's
Calder kisses it and seals it and sends it to you.
Calder.
That's
Got
good.
all your eyes
X
apart.
XO XO, and on the edges of the X's are little axe heads.
I didn't know Calder could read or write, so this is impressive.
Hey, you should be surprised. Calder can't do that. You're confusing another.
another one of his multiple personalities.
Another barbarian.
Another
Yeah, you're
barbarian.
confusing.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'd grab a few of the the followers.
Easy enough.
And head on down to the smuggler's dock.
Send him to HR.
I'm trying to remember how you. There's one path through like the room below the kitchen, and there was one through the floor and like the. I can't remember.
In our war room.
In the war room, yeah.
Yeah, the war room has a pathway. Have I ever had the chance to do what I've been trying to do? Is it this one? I was going to randomly drop you guys on maps and stuff. Yeah, in the war room, which is on the left, there's a pathway here, and there are stairs down from the kitchen that take you down below as well.
I'd probably just go through the kitchen path.
Okay. It doesn't take long, and you see a merchant vessel dock a ways out, and you see a longboat being lowered, and in very short order, you can start to make out on the horizon as they draw near. Your party members are returning. It is just them in the rowboat, I would assume. Correct, guys? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just them in the rowboat.
Or one person to row the boat back to the.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there'll be 3 dwarves with them to row it back, just because I want to make sure they can get it back swiftly. And payment was rendered. Everything is good to go, and we'll move you guys over here to this one. A lot of hopping around. Don't worry about all the red X's. I just haven't cleaned up the old maps. But you find yourself down at the high water mark as the longboat comes in. They disembark from the rowboat. The rowboat is pushed off, and the dwarves row away.
And we unload the box.
I'm gonna try to move you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're carrying a very heavy box.
We should probably get Night Breeze down here.
Hey.
I'll use my earring.
You think maybe we should put this in the vault? Is that vault finished yet?
No.
Yes.
No.
No. It is not finished.
So I guess we could probably put it in there and post have one of two of the retainers stand guard. So,
Yeah.
I could use my earring of whispers to get Night Breeze down here. Rogelio, good to see you, my friend.
Good to see all of you.
Now, say, Rogelia, as you were heading downstairs, there's a bit of a commotion that was starting out front. You sent a couple of the retainers to take care of it, and you know that Night Breeze is nearby, so he's probably out there as well.
Yeah. Night Breeze should be nearby. There's some kind of commotion starting as I was coming down, but the retainers seem to be handling it.
Commotion, you say? Lovely.
And you guys notice, now that you haven't seen Rogelia in a few days, that the red dragon scales has now creeped up behind his jaw and behind his ear on the side, and it's starting to come down beyond his short sleeves, where it's not protected by leather armor or chainmail. You can kind of see it poking through a little bit.
Looking good, Grandpa.
It's a
new?
rash.
And now that you
Need
are all
some of that.
together, I need all of you to roll me a d20 with a... Give me a con save. Give me a con save.
God damn it.
Let's get this going.
That was the secret. If we were all together in one place, we just turn into Tiamat.
Circe has a 19. No.
19? Okay.
21.
21? Okay.
And anybody within 10 feet of me would get +2 on their saves because of my awesomeness. No, it's
Oddity has
a
15.
function of my paladinness.
Okay.
so that would make a 19 for Calder.
All right. And did you say 18 oddity?
15.
15? All right. Rogelio?
And
10?
You guys all add +2.
12.
And Deluge?
It's my
And Deluge?
aura of protection.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Since Rogelio rolled the lowest, he is out for this round. I need the remaining 4 of you to roll me another con save.
Fucking up.
Again, add 2.
It also means
22
Rogelio is
for
the only one
Circe.
who's safe thus far, by the way.
Oh.
22 for
26.
Circe.
22,
Okay.
26,
17.
17,
12.
12. That means that Deluge is out. Last 3.
Again?
Yeah.
13 for Circe.
23.
12 for Calder.
Calder's out. Last two.
23.
9.
9. All right. So, Circe, you are being affected by the black dragon, right? And black dragons have green eyes, but bronze dragons do not, right? Well, the eye that is on the side that you are the most affected has now changed to a green dragon's eye. So it doesn't look any different than your other eye. It's just a different color, and it is bright green.
I guess we would all notice that happening.
No, none of your passive perception is high enough to see that, just based on where you are. But that's something that will and may come into play.
Do I see differently?
You feel a really intense pain in your eye.
Okay, I'll be rubbing that. Like,
yeah.
My goodness, what's going on? Yeah, so you'll see Circe kind of rubbing his eye.
Now you have I'll let you know that at this moment, you have a special daily. Once per day, with concentration, for 1 minute, you can close your other eye, and you can see the was it the ethereal plane? Is that the one that's not the one that you guys are on? Because you guys are material plane, right? You can see the ethereal plane. So as you're rubbing the eye, maybe you're wincing a little bit. You kind of see things shift a little bit through that eye.
Yeah. Man, something's going on with my eye. So I'll look at Calder. Is anything in my eye? It's like burning.
It's pretty easy for you to tell at this point. He's got two different eye colors, and even if you've looked, you may not have noticed that, but this is the first time that you notice that he now has two different eye colors.
It's like, seriously, have you always been like two different eye colors? Because it's kind of weird, odd, but it's
Two different eye colors.
It's cool if it's always been that way. You know, everybody's got their their differences, but yeah, you got one's like green, like a bright green. Yeah,
That's not right.
Really think we should get our situations checked out.
Taking a look at this situation, yeah. Right. Well.
All right. So you guys said you wanted to pass off the item off to a couple of followers and have them stand guard, or you want to get Night Breeze downstairs first?
I was gonna say we should get Night Breeze down here first, and then we'll figure out maybe if we want to store it here or not, or what we want to do with it. So let's just get him down here.
Okay.
Yeah, because do we honestly trust any of these retainers enough for something like this?
So Caller looks at Delusion's like, well, I know two of the retainers that I trust. So.
Yeah, I know one, and I definitely don't trust her.
I trust him.
I just hope Nightbreeze can give us some good direction on what we should do here. Have we told him about our scaling and so forth yet?
Yeah. He called us bullshit. We told him, and he's like, "Are you guys high?"
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, I can't hide mine anymore, so he's gonna see something fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have by now, and if I've been working with him, he's probably seen mine.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't mentioned anything, though. So after a few minutes, you guys hear, over the ears, by the way, you do hear Nightbreeze say, "I'll be right there. There seems to be a situation up here, but let me get down there, and then we need to all get up here as soon as we can."
Very well.
Maybe we should all meet in the war room. Or stay here, Tom.
We could go meet in the war room and sit in our fancy chairs if people need rests, unless they are fully rested.
Everybody should be fully rested.
Yeah.
Rested more than I care to be after all those days on the ship.
Oddity would like to go over to Circe and grab both his hands and hold them up.
Okay.
Because one's completely black dragon, isn't it?
Correct.
And one's his normal hand. I want to take a good look at the lines on both hands.
What are you doing there?
Interesting.
What are you doing there?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I want to look at what's affected, what I see between the two different hands. 17.
17. So
And I'll be reading me none of them cards now.
the bronze hand looks worn, looks battle worn. It shows the signs of a hardworking life, of a penitent life. You know, Circe keeps his nails or his claws, as you may be, rather well manicured. But the black dragon scale side, there are no lines, as though it were new.
Yeah, because scales that you can count, there's like rings or ridges in them that are a key to the age of the animal, if I'm not mistaken. Don't be reading them cards now.
That was
The Morning Lord will provide guidance when I'm supposed to get it.
I'm
Okay.
merely looking for my own reference.
Nothing, I don't mean to judge your...
And she's, you know, while she's trying to look at the hand and the things and the lack of wear, let's dig her nail into one spot. Oh, I thought it was a heart point. I'm wrong. Sorry. And she'll look at the other one, but she's giving his own hand a deeper look, and she could see her with her nail tracing out certain lines and things like that.
What exactly are we looking for?
Give me a strength save against tickling. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm looking into who you really are, Circe's Bronze Mist.
Well, I mean, I'm just me. You're welcome to have a closer look, though.
I've seen all I need to see about you. So just drop his hand and walk away and just kind of be...
Charmed, I'm sure.
Try and be oddities, trying to... Her usual
Damn
type
cards.
of mysterious.
I don't like those cards.
And when nobody's watching, she's taking the hand that she held his with and just going...
Nice.
I'll look at my hands just to make sure she didn't, put some weird talisman on there or anything.
We're an
It appears
odd
to be
group.
normal. You guys definitely are.
He's really suspicious of your voodoo.
Deluge is gonna go over to Oddity, take the dragon scale hand. Actually, no, take her regular hand and just smack it into Oddity's face and be like, "What does my hand say? Does it say we're friends?"
I mean, it's telling me you didn't wash your hands the last time you ate.
Smells like fish, does it?
But yes, we are friends. There's you're just not hurting, just really inconvenient.
Good. Also, I never wash my hands.
Gross.
To each their own.
As this is resolving, you guys hear Nightbreeze enter the room, or enter the area. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey, Breezy. We have some issues.
And you can tell he's looking at all of you, and he goes, "Yeah, I can see that, but what can I help you with?"
Well, first off, we were tasked to find a very strange box that was spit out of our bag of holding.
Okay.
It just spit it out. And
Any-
we're not sure if we should give it back to the dude that asked for it, because we think it might be involved with all this scale shit.
Not sure what to tell you guys about all of this. I've been watching Rogelio for the last few days, and
It's not good, is it?
I'm not sure what it is, but I'm almost certain the box doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well, we're thinking not specifically, but it seems maybe we might be inadvertently advancing an agenda that is pleasing this Tiamat, and as a result, we're being slowly consumed or evolved, whatever it is, and we're concerned that choices we're making are advancing this agenda, whether we know it or not.
Are there any powerful priests or clerics or healers in town?
Maybe up in Neverwinter, but definitely not here.
How far away is that?
Quite a few days.
Got anybody with a teleportation circle?
Not here.
Fuck. Okay.
Oddity.
Would it be faster by boat?
It would be faster by boat.
Yes,
But
water.
I would suggest, based on I can't recall his name, the guy who gave you guys the job, knowing that he's powerful and a well-trusted member of the overall community, that I would suggest let's get him the box and check that box off the list, because we got some shit going on upstairs.
Don't we always?
Always.
Happening.
All right. Well, we could make arrangements to send some of our retainers into town with the box, unless you wish we should accompany the box ourselves. But
Retainers should be okay.
just that it gets where it needs to go.
We could pen a note
Right.
with it, and
Wash our hands of that.
yeah, and we'll have them collect payment. Do you have any retainers in mind that you would not mind collecting payment? Because if I recall, it was a hefty sum.
Not the ex-wife.
She's trustworthy and she can turn into a bear, so I trust her.
Yeah, you could probably send Sigurd. She's trustworthy too, and
Okay.
she wouldn't mind going.
Because if
I
I
don't trust
recall,
any of them,
yeah.
so.
All right. Well, I mean, I would send more than 2, just to be safe. Because we are talking
it
about,
is.
if I remember right, 10,000 gold.
It does make me
Yeah.
nervous now that I think about it.
Out of character, is this that side thing that we're doing?
No.
Okay, so I don't want to send her. Oddly enough, poetry seems pretty trustworthy. She's quiet and creepy, but like, she's a monk. She's got no fancy jewelry on her. I don't think she values monetary gain. Just off reading her.
I think that'll be a good group, and we can dispatch them with a letter, and I will even go as well to make sure.
That makes me feel much better.
Make sure that funds are properly garnered, and that all is well, and that you guys get the recognition for the work that you have done. And I would maybe prefer you guys not walk around town so much with all of this going on.
Just a rash.
Yeah,
Keep telling yourself that, Rahelia.
I've seen a lot of rashes in my day. It's not a rash.
This is a senior citizen's rash.
Anoush,
Bed sores.
my cleric friend we could see if he would cast remove curse on one of us. See if I'd be willing to, give that a try. See if that's going to help with the.
We can certainly try.
Dragon.
I can be a guinea
Business.
pig. I love it.
You guys can certainly try that, but let's get this upstairs, and
Let's see what's going on.
as he goes, let's walk and talk. Let's do the West Wing thing, whatever that is.
What's this situation you're telling us about?
So, I've been around for a really long time, and there's a lot of people I've met along my way. There's a few that I never thought I would ever see again, and one literally just showed up at your doorstep seeking refuge and assistance because her husband was kidnapped.
So you got a baby mama?
No. No. But in my travels and in some of the actions that I've done, I met a couple of hermits. They were wandering hermits that made, they made their life living in less auspicious areas. And one of them decided to show up because her husband was taken. And it worries me because of some of the other things that she pointed out that I guess we're all just kind of not realizing. And so you guys at this point in time are upstairs in the war room. You find your seats. Rohelia's had people like scrubbing the floors with toothbrushes and polishing the chairs, but nobody's been touching the chairs besides with the nice soft leather and cloth to clean everything. There was even food prepared for you guys. There's a fresh bucket of fish in front of Deluge's seat. There's like a half of a wild hog in front of Calder's seat. There's food for you guys, actual land-based food, was besides Deluge's fish. And there's you're walking through and things are just, they're clean, they're fixed, they're organized, and it's nice. It looks really good. Rohelia's done an amazing job whipping these people into shape, and they've been doing some work.
It really lacks the charm of the dilapidated mansion we once called home.
It's true.
I'll keep that
It's
in
all
mind.
shiny.
But it
I'll keep that in
smells
mind.
so much better.
That's a debatable statement.
I so far have not fallen through the floor anywhere, though.
Give it
Excellent.
time.
I know.
I will say out one of the windows, you guys can kind of see, even though it does make sense, I just want to throw this out there. There is now a permanent flame memorial where the well once was that says Deluge once dove here.
There's no well anymore. They got rid of the well?
It's there, but it has been capped over with stone.
Let me
So much
guess.
wild blocks
Safer
on
this
it.
way.
Let me guess. LaGrace's idea, right?
Yes.
God damn that woman.
Did you lock your door before you left? Maybe she's trying to get some alimony out of your room.
I don't owe her anything.
Ex-wives tend not to believe that.
Well, she should. I'm
So-
scared.
You're in the war room, and before you stands a red-haired woman in her probably late 30s. She's human. She's wearing animal skin clothing. She's got a hunting spear. She's got telltale signs of trapping, like she's got the wires and the rope, and she's got even a couple rabbit's feet and stuff like that hanging off. She's got a bow on her back. And she looks as though she hasn't slept in 3 or 4 days. So she is borderline exhausted. She's emaciated, and she's got a black eye, a busted lip. There's blood running down her chin, not running, but dry blood running down her chin, caking her face onto her neck. Her hair is fairly disheveled, and her eyes are wide and wild, and she's just rocking ever so slightly.
Welcome to our home. Please have something to eat. Do you need to be healed?
She turns and she hears your voice, and she sees you, but her eyes are looking right through you at Night Breeze. Are these the ones that are going to get my husband? And Night Breeze is like, just calm down, have a seat, let's talk, let's figure this out. And he goes, if you don't mind, I'll fill them in on what you've told me this far. Just correct me if I'm wrong. And she kind of nods, and she just kind of looks out the window, and she starts rocking a little bit. And Night Breeze says, so not that far from here, we've got mountains. And something that none of us have been paying attention to, for as close as we are to the coast, there's a particular peak that's known as the it's the Knife. And this knife is now covered in snow and ice. There's been rumors, from what I am now told, of this becoming a white dragon's lair as of the last few months. And none of us have noticed because it's taken place over time. However, Mary, her and her husband have been hermits near the base of the Knife. And a few days ago, there was a band of hobgoblins that captured her husband and took him into a cave. They beat her severely. They burned down their camp. They killed their horses and oxen, and they left her for dead. And she crawled her way to safety, mended herself the best that she could. We have healed her the best that we can at this point, and she made way here, and she happened to be here, and I was standing outside, and she saw me, and she collapsed. Mary, is that about right? And she goes, I want my husband.
Of course. I'm very sorry this has happened to you. So, sounds like you're looking for some help then for us to go retrieve him, save him from these hobgoblins. You think they took him to a cave at the base of this knife mountain?
She's kind of addressing the whole group. She goes, yes, there's these caves that Carl never wanted us to go into because they were dangerous. And once the snow started to come, he definitely just did not allow it. We never went near. There's these two cave entrances that are side by side, and I think they lead to the same place because I could hear the wind, and they took him in there, and I need him back. I don't care about our camp. I don't care about any of the other stuff. That's just stuff. But he's everything.
What's his name?
His name is Carl.
Oh, you said that. My apologies. Yes.
We'll get him back. We'll do our best. I'm sorry that this happened to you. It's hard to watch a loved one get hurt.
I kind of look over at Deluge like, okay. Well, I agree with my companion. When can we set off?
I could give you directions, but I don't know if I can make it there with you.
It's fine.
Through the earring, can I communicate without being heard through the earring?
No, you have to actually speak.
Okay. I just kind of look at Nightbreeze. Would it be wise to set her up here? Could she wait here? Think that would be a good idea? Look at the rest of the party.
We have the space. We can make that happen. I was going to do it without even asking.
Like trying to throw a little, could that be a trustworthy decision kind of thing? You know.
Nightbreeze looks at all of you and says, to kind of explain to you guys how I know Mary. When she was, 7 years old, I pulled her and her husband away from an abusive orphanage. I got them through school. I got them as educated as they chose to in Waterdeep. And then they sent out on their way, and I watched them get married. I've been in touch with them over the years, and I've known about some of the less than savory things that they've been through. But I've known her since she was 7, and I was going to put her up whether you allow it or not.
I think we should, yeah. Yeah, very well. I just, okay. When do we want to embark upon this journey?
How many day is it?
Probably right away.
It's early morning, 9, 10, somewhere there.
I mean, I see no reason not to depart immediately.
Agreed. How far off are we talking? Probably horses, yeah?
Because Mary, can you draw us a map of where we need to go? I think I know where the knife is, and I can kind of point it out to you guys, but being that she's lived there, we can probably get a little bit better detail from her. And she goes, yeah, I just need an hour, and I'll get you all the information I can.
Take your time.
Could I insight check her?
Absolutely.
That's a 15.
As far as you can tell, she's 100% telling the truth.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for her to be back with the information.
And he sets her up with some parchment and a quill, and she goes and she starts to, kind of draw a map. And Nightbreeze takes you guys to outside, and he kind of points off, and you guys can see off in the distance to the north, there's these mountain peaks, and they're mostly gray stone. You can see the very obvious tree line, They look to be maybe about 1 to 2 days away by horse to get to those mountains. But you also know that it can be a little deceptive, but fairly true and fairly accurate. And then you can tell, and he goes, when she mentioned the snow, I came out here and I took a look. That's right when you guys contacted me, and it's pretty obvious. You see that one peak is completely covered in snow and ice, and this, if you like were to hold up like 2 fingers on the horizon, you would be at coast on one side and mountain at the other. So for there to be snow makes no sense. All the rest of the mountains and all the peaks in the area, there's no snow. Now this is the highest peak, but even then it's not, you're not like looking way up at a distance. And those of you that have traveled, which all of you have, this now that you look at it, you're like, that just seems weird.
We hadn't noticed it before.
It's taking place gradually over time.
Yeah, it's definitely something's definitely going on up there. We should definitely take a look. It's at least to help her out, try to find her husband.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely. If for no other reason besides it's the absolute right thing to do, but it'd be a favor to Nightbreeze.
And Nightbreeze said that because I really appreciate that. I don't know if this is a mission for you guys or if you want to maybe send some retainers.
I was gonna say this could be a very good opportunity to test some of the retainers' metal out. See, kind of like this is their final exam. Yeah.
I would like a few days to rest.
Yeah.
I don't want to go near any white dragon shit right now. Personally.
I love dragons.
I'm sure McMulligan would love to go, but I'm kind of curious about this dragon business myself. I think at least one of us ought to go. I'd be happy to do so. This and he holds up his black dragon. This is pissing me off, frankly.
And you speak Draconic too, which
and I do speak Draconic, which could come in handy should we encounter a white dragon.
Maybe.
And honestly, if there's a white dragon up there, it wouldn't do to let it just be there. I'm sure it's not up to any good at all. So I'd like to go. I'm sure McMulligan would be disappointed, but I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'd like to stay here and meditate on a few things for a couple days.
Yes, you seem to have gotten rather thoughtful and caring all of a sudden. Are you feeling all right, Deluge?
Not entirely.
I noticed your demeanor with the woman. I was pleasantly surprised.
Well, she's in a really bad way. Like, her husband's gone. You heard her. That's her everything. What would you do if you lost everything?
I'm not criticizing where you're coming from, just a little surprised, I think. He'll kind of give you the twinkly winkly eye.
Well, I know how she feels, so.
I appreciate that. I apologize. I'm just poking a little fun at you there.
It's fine.
Oddity is going to grab her card, shuffle. Pick out one while staring at Circe because he's the one that's going. Pull out the card, look at it. Okay.
Infernal cards. My goodness.
And put it away.
Was it the death card?
Well, now you have to tell us. I mean, you have to tell us what it is at least.
Circe, be careful. Really careful.
Of course. Yeah.
I pulled the death card. It has a lot of meaning. But since you're such a literal animal, a literal person, and you're going to be facing a dragon,
I'd like to think I would use the appropriate caution, but I appreciate the
careful
extra. Yeah, whatever that is.
So,
death card, huh?
Who are you taking with you?
Well, who all would like to go? Sounds like Calder's got a retainer that would like to go, and Oddity, who are you gonna?
And she'll just kind of wildly glance around, and she'll see the half orc. He'll go.
What's your name again, sir?
Talking to the one I chose?
Yeah.
Bracken.
Very well. Who else we got? Calder, you going to send somebody in your stead?
Yeah, I think Brant. Brant's been a little bit itching to get a little bit out and about. Yeah, and if he's anything like me, he doesn't like being cooped up too long. But
Right.
and he'll be more than capable to help you guys out.
Well, I hope he's at least a little bit like you as far as his prowess with his weapon.
He'll be very helpful.
When he stabs somebody in the chest, they don't just get a dragon scar.
Rohelia, will you be joining us on this adventure?
I don't think I will be. Kind of, middle of the training regime here, that sort of thing.
I see.
But I think one of my old friends, Sana, will be more than capable.
Sana, you say?
She'll be more than capable of helping you along the way.
Is she the baby mama, the one that has the other kid that's not your wife's?
What?
She read your palm one time and said you had another kid that you don't actually know about.
It's possible.
Could even be his kid. Don't know.
That's fucked up. And you look down and you just see Grace standing there. Oh, by the way, I'm going, whether you want me to or not.
Deluge, you're coming along, you said, or you gonna stay?
I'm gonna stay. Grace, you can't go. I fired you, so bye.
Is Grace, you're rehired, so...
Yeah, fuck you, Deluge. You send me a letter telling me I'm better off leaving and to forget all about you like we're still something. Not my problem. I'm going. That's what I fucking get for trying to solve my problems. Y'all are fucked. And Deluge just storms off to her room.
This is going to be so fun. This is going to be interesting.
I like this. Miss LaGrace, you're with me.
Gladly.
Lovely. Charmed to make your acquaintance.
All right, so players, if you will kindly drag in your new retainer into this particular campaign on D&D Beyond, and then remove your current player over to the retainers. Just that way the people at home will be able to see those cards, because I did not make cards for everybody. So your overlays will update in due time, chat.
Nice technology.
How do you do that?
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, how do we do that?
I hope that's not on me.
No, there's a way to do it. I'm trying to remember how. I think you have to start at the main Saltmarsh. And I already forgot.
No, you're right. I think you have to start at the main Saltmarsh, then you have to view the campaign and then deactivate your player. You don't have to remove them, just deactivate them.
Is it unassign?
No.
I don't see a deactivate.
Maybe it is unassign. It's deactivate on my side. And then you need to go to the...
somebody else will claim them.
You need to go to the Ghosts of Saltmarsh Retainers campaign. Click on the character, remove them from that campaign, and then add them to the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign.
Okay.
Stream kitty.
And how about we take a quick break while you guys do that? Yeah?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes, chat. Hang tight. All right, we are back. So, viewers at home, if you check the overlay on Twitch, you will see that it has been updated with the new characters. I will probably still mess up and call them by their original characters' names, but I'll do my best. I've got a little cheat note card that I'm not even really going to look at that often, so we'll see how that goes. So, after a period of about an hour, you guys have had a chance to eat. As retainers, you've been going through a lot of training with Rogelio, and you now find out that you're being sent on a mission. So you're packing your gear, you're assembling out front, and you're standing dress as you were instructed to by Rogelio. Nightbreeze is taking a few other people, and he's loaded a very large box onto a cart, and he says that he's heading into town, but he'll be back, and he wishes you best of luck on your journey. I will say, let's stick it. We'll stick with it this way. Circe, do me a favor. Roll me a D10.
That's an 8, sir.
Okay. On the same cart, Nightbreeze pulls off a wooden crate. In that wooden crate, there are 8 healing potions. He hands them to you.
Nice.
He goes, just in case you need it.
They will.
I fucked with a few dragons before, and best of luck.
I'll give one to each party member.
Okay.
And then I'll pack, that's 5. I'll pack the remaining 3 on my horse.
All right. Are there any items that you guys need to give to your retainer before they take off?
I don't think so.
No, I've got nothing that would work for him.
Okay.
Nobody has a ring of dragon control or anything?
Let me just see.
I have no magic items.
This is going to be interesting.
I'm gonna give LaGrace the bag of colding, just in case.
Good call.
All right, are we ready to roll out?
Yes. You guys have a map, a rough map. You've got some rough instructions of how to get there. There's little handwritten notes that tell you where, some of the traps may be and stuff like that. But long and short of it is you've got about a day and a half hard ride ahead of you to get to where there's an area where she says tie your horses here because the rest has to be done on foot. And then it's a fairly steep climb. And then she draws. You recognize this rather easily when she was describing 2 holes. It looks like the nostril on the end of the muzzle of a dragon. There's 2 large openings sticking out of the mountain, and she's giving some landmarks to get you roughly there.
Oh, lovely.
Rogelio is giving Sana some of his random gear he has.
Sounds good.
It's just random, like, basic adventuring gear he bought a long time ago.
Some moldy rope, some crusty bread.
Like a dad would be given to their child before they head out.
But this is not my child.
How about we do a quick rundown of each character?
Yep. Reintroduce yourself.
Each character, and what weaponry? What's your jam?
And we'll say this is all part of the conversation as you guys are riding.
Circe wants to know what's up. He'll lead the procession.
All right. I guess Brent will go first. And so it's okay. Yes, Circe. We met when you guys interviewed me at the house. I'm good with my shield and the sword, and then he kind of points over like a little bit about as we're walking about 25 feet away, and you see like a echo of him standing there on the side of the road, just waving at you. And so it's like yeah, I've kind of found some ancient tome that lets me to kind of dip into what they was called like alternate possibilities of untapped potential. I think it was called the book called it Dunamancy, And so it allows me to pull echoes of myself from different possible timelines, and so and be able to use them to help me fight. So.
Oh, right.
What?
Circe
and
and his 9 intelligence are struggling a little bit with that.
So and then all of a sudden the Echo is now sitting on the back of the horse with me there, and then the Echo is going to be.
I could see tactically how that could come in handy.
So, and then you kind of see that Brant appears on the back of the horse with you, and the Echo is on his horse.
Well, that's fucking weird.
That's just asking to get lost in time.
Do you like explode
yet.
dimensions if you touch yourself?
Nah, that hasn't happened.
You don't touch yourself.
That has happened, but not the explorer.
What do you fight with, Brent?
He pulls out his very nice long sword. It's,
the letter opener.
It's not an
very
axe.
Very nice, very nice. All right, very well. Thank you, Brent. Sana, tell us a little. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better, since we all going to be clanging swords and banging shields here.
So, Sana is basically, if you imagine Michonne from The Walking Dead, she has this double-bladed scimitar weapon that you've probably never seen before. It's supposed to be from what are those islands in the Forgotten Realms that are way out in the ocean?
Sure.
Yes. She's a half-elven woman. She's fairly stoic. She's like, well, I'm just in this for the money mostly, but I'll be there when you need me.
Very well. Rogelio speaks highly of you. That's a fabulous weapon. I've never seen such a thing.
It's been passed down to me from my
Oh, very nice.
forefathers and mothers.
Yes, well, very good. Thank you. Bracken, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you like to fight with?
I was a soldier. Now I'm not. And he just kind of shifts aside and points to what's on his back, which is a shield and a halberd and a great axe. That.
Let's see. Very well. Thank you. Kind of. LaGrace, then, my dear. I can't wait to talk to you. Oh my goodness. I brought a notepad.
Oh my. I'm a little terrified, but
No, I just want to get the goods on your friend back at the house.
Oh yes.
I like to torment her when I can.
I noticed.
Yes, although the payback isn't always pleasant, but it's good fun.
Well, I've got my battle axes. I've got this shield here with Tamora on it. Luge gave me a bag of colding. It's already fucking cold where we're going, so I don't know why she did that.
It could come in handy.
But used to work for a mercenary company, the Red Ravens. And I don't know, I'm good at killing shit.
Well, I suppose that might just come in handy. Very nice. So, and if I understand this correctly, you and Deluge you all were married.
Still technically legally-ish. It's complicated.
That is
I'll be
complicated.
looking forward to hearing all about that. Yeah, very nice. So if it's no trouble, I'll take the lead. I got the map here. Is anybody comfortable with the rear guard position? Anybody?
I'll take it.
I hoped you might. Very well. So we'll make good time in the direction of the knife.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
This is the best party ever.
So, would you want to stop in the evening for rest?
Yeah, I don't want to roll into this thing being all exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while you're traveling, I need a perception check for security.
Sure.
All of us.
Whoever wants to do it. Just one person.
I think Circe would have been, throughout this conversation, in addition to debriefing them about the hobgoblins and the suspected white dragon and all of that, would have been trying to get a sense for who's got what special knack. So whoever seems to be the most vigilant, observant, perceptive, he would probably want the one kind of on point.
You got 4 fighters with you. They're all about the same.
Like I've only got a plus
This
one.
is gonna be a shitstorm. I love it.
I've got a +4.
All right, Sauna, I think is probably our best bet then.
Then
Son of a
-1, yeah.
Perhaps she could be the eyes of our organization.
That's a 15.
Everything appears to be normal.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
All right. So night's beginning to fall. You guys are able to scout out a location for a potential camp. You know that you need to push about another hour or so to make good distance. Do you want to push for another hour, or do you want to make camp where you are?
I'd prefer to have a good campsite.
Okay.
I really think it's going to be important that we get well rested and organized and hit the ground running in the morning.
All right. What's your order of watch?
I would prefer to take final watch. I like to be up when the sun rises.
Bracken, I'll take first.
I'll take second.
Third.
Leap. How many watches are there?
In this case, there's 5.
I'll take the next one.
All right.
Now I'll take the sunrise.
And as a reminder, you guys do have, what is it, 8 dissonant whispers?
Yeah, Wu-Tang keeps reminding us that I think he's dissatisfied with the lack of carnage and death, so
Just wait.
he wants us to be able to use those apparently.
All right, first watch. Perception.
Eh. 8.
As far as you can tell, there's no problems.
Not even gonna make it to the mountain.
Second watch.
That's awesome.
That's going to be at 14.
You get into a little tussle with a couple of bats. But besides that, nothing of note for your watch. Third watch.
Is that me?
That's,
No, that's me.
LaGrace.
Holy shit. That's an 18.
Everything appears 100% okay. Fourth.
That's a 5.
You almost fall asleep. That's how quiet your watch is.
Wow. It's a good watch.
Final watch.
Sunrise watch. That is a 16.
As far as you can tell, everything is fine. You're able to watch the morning sun begin to crest over the hills. You can tell that you are a full day away from your goal, from where you were sitting.
I will start my day with the appropriate prayers to the morning Lord.
Roll your percentile die.
Blessing, seeking her blessing and guidance. Percentile? I have some of those. Won't fail me now. 33.
Good to know. I will note it. All right, another day of travel. Who is going to be providing Overwatch for the first half of the day?
I'll be in the lead, but I kind of like having Sana be the eyes of the party.
Okay. Give me
And then
perception.
Bracken will bring up the rear.
Go ahead and give me perception.
That's a 17.
As far as you can tell, you're not being followed or tracked. Second half of the day.
That is a 15.
Same as before. You guys make it to the location that's marked on the map that says tie your horses here, and you can tell that she was not kidding. There's a narrow footpath that's no more than 5 feet wide that looks to be a hunting path that careens slowly up the mountain using a period of switchbacks. There are brambles, there are thistles, there are nettles. It's very dense wood, but not so dense that you can't completely see. And it's even though the sun is still up, it is noticeably darker in the woods just because of the overhang. All of you are experienced fighters. You've all traveled. You've all been in situations. Nothing strikes you as out of the normal with how dark it actually is. But it is going to be fairly difficult terrain. Not necessarily difficult terrain, though.
Challenging. I would recommend that we maybe secure an area where we can tether all the horses, but off the trail, and maybe get them where they could be somewhat concealed. I don't think we want to leave them right here at the trailhead. If that makes sense. I don't know. What do y'all think?
That sounds like a good idea.
I'd really hate to come back down here and not
Yeah, we
have
don't need we
transportation.
don't need them to be something snacks.
What's the weather like? Is everything covered in snow?
No, actually, it's temperate. It's not cold. It's comfortable weather for all of you. You can hear the sea, and you can feel a little bit of that salt on the air. You're close enough to the shore that you can still feel the effects of the water. It's a little humid. Then the sun is setting. It's been pleasant weather the entire trip. But as you look up, you can see standing back just a little bit. You can see where the tree line ceases, and then there's a large gap, and then the snow begins.
I will make sure to unpack those additional 3 healing potions and carry them on my person.
All right.
I brought my coat.
Very well. Let's gear up and tie off the horses and make our way up.
Okay. Following
How far did she say it was going to be up the side of this mountain?
about another 6 hours.
Yeah, well.
Night begins to fall. It gets really dark. Anybody not able to see it dark?
I don't have dark vision.
I don't have
Perhaps-
dark vision.
I'm good.
Perhaps now's the time to
Half
make
elves can
camp.
see in the
Do
night, can't
halflings
they?
have dark vision?
Do what?
Do halflings have dark vision?
They should.
Okay, then I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, as a half elf, you should.
Yes, I do.
I think perhaps we should maybe make camp, be ready to break at dawn and assail this. What do you think? Or do you want to just forge on and come at him in the dark?
How much farther is it?
I'll say about another 3 to 4 hours.
How long have we been traveling already?
Day and 3/4.
With a long rest in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Makes sense.
Just again, I don't want to go in there tired.
We should find somewhere fairly secluded and away from this path if we can. Especially if it's
Agreed.
the only one in and out.
Agreed. Yeah, if they're hobgoblins, they're bound to keep this trail watched.
If they haven't already seen us.
They're not the brightest.
No.
Agreed. But we're in their territory, so they do have that advantage on us.
Well, Grace, at this point, you harken back to an old strategy that you used. You said you're with the Red Guard. No, who were you with? The Red what?
The Red Ravens.
The Red Ravens. There's a way to do overlapping Sentinel Watch to where, in this case, it would work to where you have 2 people who start about 3/4 of the way through. They wake up one person, and then one person will go down, and that's that way you guys always have 2, but you have an overlap person in the middle. So you end with 2, and you start with 2, and you have at certain points in time 3 awake during the witching hours, as it were. For small camps, it works really well, and that might be something that you remember.
Well, something we could do. Sentry watch.
I think that sounds like a good idea, as close as we have gotten to our target.
Yeah.
Very well.
It's been too eerily quiet for my liking.
Agreed.
So the way this will work is that 2 of you will be on first watch. Somebody will cover middle, and then one person will be. It doesn't matter who is going to cover with the middle and who's going to wake up first, but then 2 people will be on the end, and each watch will get advantage on their rolls for perception. But it would be whoever's in middle gets the roll, one of the first 2, and one of the last 2.
We could just go in the same order, and the middle person then would be LaGrace.
Sure.
Would that be satisfactory? So the first watch would be Bracken and Brent.
All right.
And LaGrace would come on, and then it would be myself and Sana.
Okay. As you guys bed down, you eat some food. Do you guys light a fire?
I think if we have party members with dark vision, we wouldn't probably need to do that, would we? No
Up to you.
sense in advertising.
All
No
right.
need to give away our position with a bright light.
Okay. First watch.
We're going to be, a couple hundred yards off the trail,
Mm-hmm.
wherever we can find a place where we can all kind of bed down.
Makes sense. First watch. Give me your perception roll at advantage. Who's going to make the roll?
My perception's +3.
You can go ahead.
That's going to be a 15.
Okay. You hear wolves in the distance, but that's about it. 3/4 of the way through your shift, one of you guys wakes up LaGrace. Then it will be one person in LaGrace. So LaGrace, go ahead and do your perception check at advantage.
Three.
Okay. As far as you can tell, there's not even a sound in the woods this evening.
Excellent.
And then the remaining person from the first watch would fall asleep as the first person's woken up from the second shift. Then LaGrace, you would wake up the final person from the second shift or third shift. And it is up to you two to decide who's going to make the roll for the final perception check for the dawn.
Sana, you by all means, please go ahead.
You're muted.
19.
19. General life seems to be coming to the woods as the dawn breaks. You hear small animals, maybe some medium-sized animals, nothing major, nothing of threat.
I will offer up a prayer to Lathander
All right, roll your perception
for
or percentile.
his guidance blessing. That's a 76.
Good to know. All right, so dawn breaks. You guys break down camp. You can get back to the foot trail or the hunting path fairly easily. You avoided so far a couple of traps that were marked on the map, and there's a few more that are mentioned as you continue your ascent. Yeah, that's where you're at so far. So you guys are going to continue that climb?
Yeah.
All right.
Continue onward. Again, I think we keep Sana in charge of being the eyes.
Okay.
Doing very well.
As you guys reach the near end of the tree line, there's a side path that is noted on your map that leads over to the 2 cave openings. You can see them off in the distance. There's a clearing between you and it. It's about 120 feet of timberless grassland leading up to the rock cliff, but you can see it looks as though a dragon snout is sticking out the side. About 30 feet or so apart, there's 2 openings that are both round that go deep into the mountainside. And beyond the shadow of a doubt, based on the descriptions and based on everything that you've been given, this is the location.
Well, it makes me nervous having to cross that 120 feet of open ground. Sona, maybe you could just take a real good look before we break out of the tree line here.
Mm-hmm.
See what you can see.
Just gonna put a red flag right here. because we're fucked.
I thought we might send you out naked, screaming.
I mean, it's
As a-
worked before.
As a diversion. Kind of elbows you.
Everything looks good. 12.
Yeah, everything looks good.
I wonder if it might make the most sense to kind of split up and.
I'll
Just
also
try
say
to-
at this distance, what you begin
charge
to
up the
notice
hill.
is that where the openings are, you can see ice working its way out of the openings, both of them.
Well, perhaps we've come to the right place.
Think so.
But rather than just wander up there in a straight line or a bunch, I think we should get 20, 30 yards between us and ascend the hill quickly so that we're not able to be targeted together.
I mean,
Or perhaps come at different times. What do
I
y'all
have
think?
a slight plan. I'm a really small target. So if you want to send me up and I can say they all clear,
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
plus I'm kind of like an armored little turtle.
What about your echo business there? Yes, indeed, I see that. Your echo. Could you echo yourself up there somehow? What's the range on that?
There's still more that I'm trying to figure out of this dunamancy business, but I can get them about 30 feet, and then I can switch spots with them. Then I can move a little bit, and then I can kind of basically piggyback up and about like
Almost like leapfrogging in a way.
yeah, leapfrog.
Maybe the both of you could go and stay separated from one another. Yes, Sona.
If someone hits your echo, does that hit you?
No, the echo will just it's an echo, just disappears.
You ever echo yourself into a wall?
Nah,
You ever become one with wall?
nah.
Could you just?
It's,
So you're saying the echo could never be more than 30 feet away from you?
at this time, but it's I still have that. There's still some more meditating and some more reading I got to do on this
I see.
dunamancy and
Yeah.
a little bit more soul searching. Yeah. And so
Okay, well.
It's a good idea, though. You shouldn't ever get close enough to touch yourself.
Does anyone have any ranged weapons we could use to cover our colleagues as they advance this hill?
I've got a crossbow.
yeah, I got a crossbow too.
Yeah, well.
I can throw this axe.
Really
Alright, well.
far.
Honestly, you could probably throw me and I'd get halfway up there.
So perhaps we'll send LaGrace, and then behind her, after she gets partway up the hill, maybe Brant can start his process of echoing his way up the hill. How does that sound?
Yeah. I turn
That
to the half-orc Bracken. How far do you think you could throw me?
I don't know. Depends if I can hold you like a football.
What?
Well, I'm just thinking, get me a head start. My legs are little. I can only move so fast.
I think you would just kind of like, they just like stiffen up. And I'll just pick you up.
Think about it. Let me think about
Take
this.
a couple steps back.
Give me
and
a
forward and
strength
just
check.
Throw him like a football.
And the halfling gets yeeted.
Now you
athletics
see
check.
why she was Deluge's wife. She's full of good ideas.
26.
26.
Can't imagine how that didn't work out.
Holy shit. Okay. So of the 120 feet, you land halfway through the clearing.
Get a tuck and roll into it, stand up, give 2 thumbs up, and keep on trucking.
Okay.
Nice.
Now that you are within 60 feet, you do begin to feel the cold. You also happen to notice that there is no overhead cover on either of these entrances. You're going to have to pick one to go into. Left or right?
Specify which tunnel they went in, did she?
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Always pick the right one anyway.
Okay. Give me a stealth check as you scurry across trying to get to the right opening.
Brant, perhaps you could go now.
Because I'll have my echo move up 30 feet, then swap spots with him. I'll move up 15 feet, then have him basically move up to 30 feet away from me, and then swap spots again.
Okay.
It's,
21 for stealth.
Okay. As you're doing the swapping, you almost lose sight of LaGrace, but you see her as you are able to duck into the right cave opening, the right cave opening on the right side. And I'll wait till you all get there to describe what's going on, because you're all gonna die. That's the wrong one, but you know.
Okay. Well, we're supposed to check that it's all clear.
Oh yeah, fair. Fair. So you enter the cave and it is dark. You can hear wind, not howling, but kind of whistling through the cavern. You feel a force of slightly cold air coming out. The cave walls in and of itself are completely covered in ice. The ground has ice layers on it. There's still some manageable pieces to walk on. Let me go ahead and drop you over here so you can see. And look in the bottom right hand corner once you zoom in.
So I guess we'll wait for the all clear. And then the remainder of us will make our way up, not all clumped together, but we'll scurry up the hill.
I guess, well, is it all clear, essentially?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is an 18.
It is all clear.
All right. I'm gonna signal back by, like, shining light off of my shield.
You guys see some light flashing coming from the right nostril.
Bracken will go up last because he's the biggest.
We'll go. And Sana takes off.
All right. Give me a couple of stealth checks as you guys cross.
14.
Okay, good to know.
Do you need more than one for me? Or
No, one
for
is
the
all,
rest of them?
one's all you'll need. And Brent, I will need a stealth check at advantage as you are using your duplicity in order to make that work.
it's going to be. Let me pull that. Actually, because I have chainmail, heavy armor, I have disadvantage on.
So it's a straight roll for you, a normal roll.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me.
So,
Actually, I roll a.
I'm gonna
11.
A roll
I'm gonna
11?
reroll.
Okay.
It's going to be a 12 for Brant.
Okay. Good to know. Who's next? Sirius, I think you were next.
Me? Okay. Coming up the hill.
Yep.
You need stealth?
Yep.
That's a 17.
17. All right.
Why do I have? Oh, wait a minute. There's a D next to that. I'm thinking
Disadvantage for your.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
That is a 6.
Good to know.
Just
And-
this jingling convention of chainmail running up the
Jingle,
hill.
jingle, 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 jingle.
Fighter party.
All
Sounds
right.
like a hardware store.
And Bracken, stealth check as you cross the opening. Two? Good to know. You guys make it into
It's at the top of the thing, like,
you guys
Ready
make
our
it into the
weapons.
opening. And as described, that's what you see. There's a narrow passage leading forward. It's enough room for about one person to move at a time, so you guys will be single file. I have you double stacked on the back just to fit everybody in. But
Lord, it's cold.
and it's cold, and as you move further in, you can tell that it gets colder the further you move in.
Very well.
Could you lot have been any louder
I
going
know.
up the hill?
I apologize. This damn chain shit. Well,
I am
let's,
6'8". I am not meant to be quiet.
What's the lighting in here?
Very, very, very dim.
Perhaps the halfling might lead the way.
Go. Go first, but whatever is going to get thrown at me is going to hit someone behind me.
All right. As you slowly move through, I will need stealth checks often. You do find that the cavern dead ends and curves back to the left. There's two large stones in the middle of the floor. The floor is slippery in spots. As described, there's ice that somewhat covers the floors and completely covers the walls. So wherever there is moisture, there would be water, or there would be ice. But you see two large rocks inside this room, and it curves around to the left. I would need a stealth check, please.
Yes, sir. That is a 19.
Nice. 4. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Disadvantage is kind of chewing me up here.
Yep. And just to double check, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I recall that Circe has the frog still.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay.
Hey, at least we might get rid of the frog this way.
No. In the event that the owner,
to the frog, yeah.
if Circe were to slip it into unconsciousness and not be revived, the frog would teleport to the nearest party member.
Or what if all of us die?
It would teleport to the nearest party member.
Well, maybe they'll die too.
Go back to the house.
Back to the
We
house.
still know what happened to us. Yeah. Oh, the frog's back.
Oh, what a way to find out. they
Deluge is
died.
sitting there eating some fish. Everything's great, and Ribbit. What the
frog
fuck?
shows up. Yeah. Send the next batch of retainers.
You would just find her crying in the fetal position around a frog.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. Let's advance.
Feel free to move yourselves at
I'll stay
your
in the
own
rear.
will.
I'll stay in the back.
He'd stay. Bracken would stay in the back.
I'll be right in front. Well, actually, I'm taller than Bracken, so I'll stay right behind you.
I'll be near LaGrace.
LaGrace, as you round the corner, you can start to see some warm yellow light coming from this direction where it forks again. You also see sunlight coming from this direction, letting you know that's the other entrance.
Wait. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Wait.
See the opening.
Oh
two
no, I'm
openings.
sorry. When it pained like going the opposite direction. So I'm like, how is that the other entrance?
Oh.
But no, that's where the yellow light's coming from. Okay.
Yeah, the warm light's coming from this direction, up here,
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
and the
it pained
sunlight
the-
is coming from this direction here.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry.
So you find that it curves back around. There's another large rock. It's still ice all over. It's a larger room, not by much, but you do see the passageway narrows down and then forks right and left. Right's the warm, left is sunlight.
I think I found the other entrance.
Ah, very well. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Do I have to keep doing stealth checks?
Nope. At this point, it
We've already been loud enough, I think.
yeah. That's the way that I'm viewing it. All right. At that point, I need everybody to roll initiative, and then I'll describe what you see.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Say your names because I'm going to write them down. Whatever your character's name is, just that way it doesn't mess me up. But 25 to 20.
Brant got a 24.
Circe has 21.
All right, 15 to 20.
LaGrace has a 19.
I just realized Brant also speaks Draconic as well.
Nice.
We'll see how that helps.
Yeah, well.
He speaks Common, Draconic, and Giant.
10 to 15.
A man of the mountains.
Okay, 5
no.
to 10.
Bracken got 5.
Okay. 0 to 5.
And I got a 3.
Oh, Sana.
Okay. All right, so you round the corner, and for a brief moment, you're slightly blinded, just for a split second, by the warm campfire light that is down the hall. And then you're immediately overtaken by the movement and shadows of a swarm of hobgoblins and a dark shadow cascading from the other side of the wall that you cannot see.
Dark shadow.
Oh,
Yeah. So you're going to have 2 longbows come at you as a surprise attack, and then we'll go ahead and initiate.
Actually,
You're not around the corner.
okay, because I was going to say I had the alert feat, so...
Yeah, we got to keep moving the tokens around.
The first one coming at you as the longbow is a 14.
Ow. That didn't hit.
Okay. The second one is a dirty 20.
That does hit.
All right. You take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And you hear, does anybody speak Goblin?
Speak orc. I was close enough.
Speak orc.
Actually, I'll check them really quick. It would be uncommon. You hear, we heard them. Here they are.
Looks
right.
like we got the drop on him.
All right.
Yes,
so
thank you, Sana.
That's the surprise round. Moving on. Brent.
Alright, so I guess I'm going to come around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. Then as, let me see something. Then as my bonus action, I will summon my Echo to be right next to
Here's what we will do.
this one right here.
We'll do this, and we'll put a dot on your echo.
Alright. It'll be right there, because that's within, I can summon them within 30 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, when I take the attack action, my attack can originate from me or my Echo space. I get to make this choice when I attack. So my Echo is going to attack this hobgoblin, this one right here.
Yep, hobgoblin. They are wearing plate and chainmail.
All right, so first attack,
Well armored.
natural 20.
Okay, which one are you attacking? You said the one right in front. Okay.
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay, that does hit.
So that's going to be 2. That's going to be D8. Double the dice. So it's going to be 8. 8 plus. I think it's going to be 8 plus 5. So that's going to be 14 points of damage on the first attack.
All right, that one. Let me double check something really fast. That one goes down.
All right, then my second attack is going to be this one right here. That's going to be. I'm pretty sure betting at 12 is not going to hit.
No, it glances off of the armor, it strikes the ice wall, and comes back. So it does not hit.
That's my turn.
All right, Circe.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet to here. I already snapped it with my arrow. There we go. So is it my imagination, or are these guys in a straight line?
They are.
So if I were to actually move to here, to here. Let's see. 30 feet. It only gets me one dude. I'm gonna double move.
Okay. I'm gonna move the dead one out of the way just for now and put
Okay.
him around the corner
Yeah. I'm gonna double move.
until they reanimate.
Shut up. Right up here to the side where my arrow is. And that will, I can't ready in action because I just double moved. So, okay. I'm going to be there ready for combat.
All right. All right.
I was going
All
to
right.
breath weapon them, but the range wasn't far enough.
All right. So it's the hobgoblin's turn.
Do I see a dude back there? Is that
You
what I see?
do. You see around the corner, and you kind of tighten up for a second because you see a fire giant
I will yell back to the party.
beginning to stand up and draw its battle axe.
There's a
This is
fire
all weird
giant.
for this place.
Oh, and they have a cave troll. A fire giant.
So
Okay.
these two are going to go here. That one's going to move here. And this one's going to move here. They wouldn't know any better. So these two are going to attempt to attack your duplicate, and I know that no matter what, that's going to fail, correct?
No, he has an armor class of 17.
Okay, armor class of 17. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so they whip out their long swords, and they begin to attack. The first one that's attacking is a 13.
Nope.
Second one is a 16.
Nope.
All right, so they both miss. Circe, you got two attacking you.
Okay.
First one is at 23.
Yep.
And the second one is a 12.
23 hits.
All right, so the one that hits, it's going to do 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
But it's going to hit you even harder than that. Because you're within 5 feet of a whole bunch of other hobgoblins. So it's going to do an additional 7 damage.
Owie. Okay.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Owie.
We are to LaGrace.
Excellent. So, as I'm running up here to join the gang, I'm gonna throw an axe at the one that's like in between Calder, or not Calder, Brant and Circe.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's one attack. Let's see. That's gonna be. That's a 19 to hit,
Barely hits.
and it's gonna be for 7 damage.
7 damage. Noting.
And then once I get up here, I'm gonna hit him with my other axe.
Why can't I? Interesting. There we go. All right, go for it.
Oh, 25, natural 20
Natural 20, go ahead.
for. What do we do with nat 20s?
Yeah, you either double the dice or you roll it twice. It's your call.
All right. Let's see, 8, so 16 damage.
16 damage. All right, you cleave that one, and it falls at your feet. Move it out of the way for now. guys are making quick work of these hobgoblins.
I don't like the tone.
How come all of them took that damage? Does anybody else notice? I noticed that. I don't think you guys see that.
No, I don't see how much damage they take.
Interesting. When I did the damage, it took it from all of them, and that's not how this is supposed to work. Okay, interesting. Well, that one's dead anyway. All right, cool. Somehow they're all grouped, and they shouldn't be. But anyway. Is that the end of your turn?
Would I need an action or a bonus action to pick up my other axe?
I would say that you would just use your bonus action to pick it up.
Yeah, I would use my just get my other axe back, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now you happen to notice, as well as the other three of you, that the giant starts to lumber forward.
Well, fuck.
Strange place for a fire giant.
Is that ironic?
Maybe he's a prisoner.
Maybe he's friendly? Is that what you're saying? Because I highly doubt it.
And let's just flip a coin here.
This is determining which side he's on.
Nope. So it is going to throw a rock at Calder's, or not Calder's, Brent's duplicate. Jesus. This guy hits harder than I thought he would. All right. Well, let's see. I rolled a 16, but that makes it a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit the echo.
Okay. The echo takes 29 bludgeoning damage.
All right, the echo just
Bamf,
disappears.
Right? All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move the
This
echo
is
over
like
here.
Little giant strength. Oh.
And that is the giant's turn. We are now moving on to Bracken.
I'm going to assume I can't see anything, so I'm going to assume I can't get in position to hit anybody within 30 feet, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to run the full 60 to the nearest opponent. But you can move me there because I don't know where I can't see, so.
All right. 60 feet would put you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, to where you can see.
To the nearest opponent, the closest I can get to someone to hit.
That would put you about there.
Cool.
All right. Sana.
I'm gonna round the corner. Then just come up here behind the Grace, and sorry, I'm looking at the tokens and trying to translate. Oh, and it is just Circe's. And I'm gonna kind of pull out my blade and kind of twirl it around, and then I'm going to say, Circe, you don't have any reason you're going to use a reaction this turn, do you? That's out of character.
I do not.
And I'm going to spend one of my superiority die and use Commander Strike. Circe, hit that hobgoblin. And you can make an attack action against that hobgoblin.
Delish. I will do that with my halberd.
And you can add a D8 to it.
To the damage or the attack roll?
To the you add the superiority die to the damage roll.
Okay. So I'm going to take a swing with my ginormous halberd. That's a 19 on the die. Let me get to the right screen. I'm pretty sure that's a good hit. That's 25.
That's a hit.
For the damage wasn't awesome. 5, 3, 8 slashing.
Did you add your D8 damage?
I did. I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'll take it. And I have 10-foot reach, so I really don't even have to move in order to do that.
Sounds good.
That's all I can really do.
All right, Brent, top of the order.
All right, so Brent's going to move up 30 feet. Okay, 25 to here. And there's no, I guess. Then, as his bonus action, he will call in, basically pull another echo out of himself and have it. He's stuck. I can't move him. There we go. Yeah. It's gonna go right there between the one hobgoblin and the fire giant. He is going to attack this goblin here.
Okay.
The first attack. That is not going to hit.
Okay.
Second attack. That is not going to hit. Because it was a 3 and a 6. And a 9 and a 12. Yeah.
All right. So at the end of your turn, before Circe gets to go, a loud croaking is heard within the cavern.
Is this D6?
Yeah.
That's a 4.
I think even's what you want. I think.
Yes, it is. Yep. It was last game.
But it's changed. I edited it. No, I'm kidding.
Of course you did. After the die roll.
Yeah, I just edited it right
DM's
now. In fact,
Friday.
you might need to update yours because it just edited. It says
Weird,
if Circe, if a dragonborn is holding it, it's always a fail.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, it is. You definitely want even. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, go on with your turn.
Okay. So with a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith. It's a bonus action casting cost or casting time. And I just kind of get surrounded by this shimmering sort of field, and it grants me a +2 to my AC for 10 minutes.
Okay. I will say those of you that are up front, Rogelio, that would be Sana and Brent do not see it yet, but you guys see a large hoard of treasure over here, glimmering in the firelight.
Nice. So you see something the color of sunrise, kind of a shimmering light surround Circe. And then for my first attack, for the purposes of a breath weapon known as lightning, could I assume this is a straight line so I could affect both creatures with my lightning bolt?
You absolutely can, and so you're using your breath weapon, which is a dragonborn of feet. Oh,
yes,
okay.
And it's a 3d6. It's a DC 13 dex save for half damage.
First, I need you to roll me a percentile die.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Being that guy, are you? 92. That makes me nervous.
No, that's good. That's what you want. That's what you
Excellent.
want. All right. So it's a dex save, you said?
DC 13 dex save.
The giant failed.
So he takes 11 lightning.
All right.
And then that front hobo
Is gone. Right? Because it's half?
5 would be then, yeah, because he did 11. And he had already taken some from my... And then I'm going to go ahead and... I get 2 attacks per round. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and take my movement. Whoops. And take a swipe at this. I'm going to stay 10 feet. There
Okay.
we go. Actually, if I'm here, it's 10 feet. I can stay right there because I have reach. And I'm going to take a poke with my halberd.
All right.
Hopefully striking him.
We shall see.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 and a 10 on the damage die. Would you like to see it on my camera? That was pretty sweet.
I believe you. You can post it if you want, but I believe you.
So it's such a pretty die. I'd like you to see it.
Nice.
The ampersand.
Nice.
And the 0.
The ampersand's a 0, not a
anyway.
20.
No, it is not a freaking 0.
You got that weird batch. It's actually a D19 with
Yeah.
a 0. I don't get it.
That's my Laeral silver hand die. So I get to roll a second D10, right? That's a 2, so 12 and 3 is 15.
15 damage on the giant.
Big slash with the old halberd.
All right.
And that will conclude my turn. I think that was plenty of stuff.
Good. Good move. Good move.
This is an exciting turn.
The hobgoblins that remain are...
About to die. Let me finish that for you.
Interesting. Okay. So the hobgoblins, one of them looks over at the giant and says, "Boss, what do we do?" He goes, "Perhaps we should make a deal." And they all just kind of look at you for a second. Anybody acknowledge the idea?
Hold my hand up. What deal do you propose?
The giant kind of looks at you guys and goes, "I have no doubt that through a good battle, I could probably eat you guys for dinner. But I need these hobgoblins. They're part of what I do.
Which is what exactly?
I protect things."
We're looking for somebody.
There's a lot of somebodies in here.
Gentleman that was brought up here, what would that have been, like 4 days ago?
Oh, the hobo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in there.
Yeah, we'd like to retrieve him and be on our way.
Yeah,
if it wouldn't be
Skull
too
Crusher
much
has
trouble.
plans for him.
Skull Crusher, you say?
Yeah.
Who might that be?
Kind of looks around. Well, there's this old white dragon that pays me pretty well just to bring food.
Old, you say? So what's this hobo got to do with food and feeding a white dragon?
The Skull Crusher asked for him, so we brought him in. What Skull Crusher wants, he keeps. What he doesn't want, I get.
See, kind of look behind him to the treasure pile.
It's a modest living.
I see. So you're under the employment of this Mr. Skull Crusher.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, what's your name, by the way? My name is Sissus Bronze Mist.
My name's Graham.
Graham. Very nice. So what's this deal? I haven't heard anything yet that's going to benefit me and my friends here.
You guys go on through. We'll go our way. We'll act like we didn't see you. Let me pick up those that have fallen. You go about your business. I go about mine.
What about the getting out part?
I'll let you out if you make it.
Yeah, well, I look back at the party.
I will note, I do want to note it that even with the damage that has been done, Graham is no worse for the wear.
Yeah.
Can I make a insight check?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that as well.
Sure.
I have a 12.
Okay.
17.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Well, you're certainly a formidable opponent. I'll give you that. And we're not really, if you have nothing to do with our hobo friend, we have no business with you. Although I would assume that your group is the one that retrieved him.
Yeah. Yep.
Leaving.
If you go back down, and he points towards this area, follow that around, go across a bridge. Got some more hobgoblins over there. Just tell them that Graham sent you, and they'll back down. Once you go across that bridge, hang a left, and back over there is where the hermit is. But if you want to meet Skull Crusher, be careful, because he's angry. He's off to the right.
Ah, why is he angry?
He hasn't been fed in the last couple of days. He's been,
I
been,
see.
saving up for a big meal, I guess.
Yeah, well, all right, fair enough. I look back at the party. Any objection to this deal from anybody?
Yeah. It's like, I guess, Brent will say it's like, this in giant to the fire giant. This, as long as you give your word, I know giants are honorable. We'll go about our way and we'll leave your hobgoblins alone.
My word's my bond. Just leave me my treasure and the rest of my team, and I'll be all right.
As I say, it's like, yeah, that's I'm good with this deal.
Anybody else have any objection? I'll look at LaGrace and Bracken and Sana.
Well, I trust him about as far as I can throw him, which obviously is not far, but...
He chuckles a little. Such little things. I love it.
But, I mean... What have we got to lose? If we have to, we'll kill him.
I don't care as long as the job gets done.
All right, then. It's decided.
All right. Go on through.
Very well.
He saunters back
Good day,
over
then.
and kind of sits down next to the campfire. The hobgoblins break off.
Oops. So I guess we can make our way. Is it dark down here?
Oh, yeah.
LaGrace, would you mind with your
On
dark
it.
vision? I don't have the ability to, other than a torch.
Gotcha.
I guess we'll make our way out, or through, or down.
All right. Where
Over.
you are at now, LaGrace, is a very steep incline. About 45 degrees is considered difficult terrain. You do see the footholds for a rope bridge up ahead at the top.
Well, we're close, but it's slippery.
I will reach into my bag and pull out the grappling hook that Rogelio gave me and try to, with my rope, kind of swing it up to one of those posts that I can kind of barely see.
All right.
What would you need for that?
Dex.
Just straight decks?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come on. Come on. I
No
dropped my
sign
die.
of our hobo friend yet?
Nope.
That is a 15.
All right. I'll give it to you.
Product placement.
I guess I would give it a tug. Make sure it's secure.
He gives it a gentle tug. It's good.
Good thinking.
I think Sana would just start going straight up and making her way up the rope.
You said it was
Okay.
an incline, right? Not a decline?
Correct. Incline.
Ah, bummer. I had a fun idea.
Well, thank goodness. So we make our way up to the bridge.
Yerp.
Are we seeing like dim light?
You do. You see some firelight. As you near the bridge, you see that there's a large abyss on either side of the bridge, and it is dark.
Can we see those hobgoblins by the freaking ballista?
You see them, and they see you at about where you are now.
I'll hold my hand up. Greetings, friends. Graham sent us on down the tunnel to meet with... What the hell's that guy's name again?
Skull Crusher.
Carl.
To meet with Skull Crusher
I mean,
and Carl.
Carl.
Which one are you saying? Skull Crusher or Carl?
Skull Crusher.
You hear some indistinct chattering, and they kind of back away from the ballista around the corner.
Cozy.
There will.
Do, 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 do. Do we have to do any saves as we go across this bridge?
Yeah, I need, okay, so we've got a Dragonborn, a half-orc, right? What's your guys' weights?
I'm like 80 pounds.
I have
Let's
no
see
idea.
here.
Say
LaGrace,
6'7", 290.
Let's see. I'm 58 pounds.
Okay.
I'm probably the second least heavy.
Okay. You can tell
290.
by looking at it that it's probably not going to hold all of you at once.
Let's just take our time going over that one at a time.
Go skittering across, weighing absolutely nothing.
And you notice here that it's the similar terrain, but the ceilings are now about 30 feet high and covered in stalactites. The cliff, it's high. You can see the ladder and stuff like that, and it's much colder than it was before.
All right, I'll be happy to go across carefully.
Wait, as you're going across, are you using stealth, or are you just kind of crawling,
I'm
walking?
across. I'm not going to stealth.
All right, well, let's back up a little bit.
Oh boy.
Who was the first person to go across?
Deluge.
LaGrace.
All right. So as you go across, you hear a sound from the cavern below.
What? No sound.
It's kind of a gurgling,
Oh,
slithering, scurrying sound.
Does it sound like a welcoming sound?
And you see a tendril reach up from the darkness in an attempt to grab you. That is a 13.
Nope.
You
know,
look
those
down
hobgoblins
and you
might have
see
mentioned
the yellow glowing eyes of a roper.
that. Ew.
As soon as I can make it happen. There we go.
Seems like
Everybody roll initiative.
those hobgoblins might have mentioned that.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
All right, 25 to 20. Cool. 15 to 20.
17.
Circe has 19.
All right. Like Grace said, you said 17.
Yep.
All right, 10 to 15.
I got a Brant got a 12.
11 for Sana.
All right, and Bracken, what'd you get?
6.
Where is this thing?
It is.
Oh.
It's right here. And Circe, you're up.
So is it? Could I reach it with
Mm,
my halberd with 10-foot reach if I were out on the bridge?
if you were next to the luge, yes.
God dang it! I have no missile. Let me see here. All right, I'm gonna. Man, how far from it am I? So I'm 10 feet, but I'm assuming it's below.
Yes.
So how close would I need to get? I just want to be within 10 feet.
You'd have to be standing right next to the luge.
Okay. Very well. All right, so I'm going to take a couple swings. Let me read something real quick here. Okay. I have spell slots. Just saying there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 attacks.
All right.
The halberd does a 21 hit.
Let me double check. Barely.
Okay, I'm going to burn a 2nd level spell slot to divine smite this bastard.
Okay.
by the light of Lathander. And I'm going to get 2d8, 3d8, 4d8 extra damage.
Okay. Which hand are you using? Your bronze one or your black one?
I'm sorry?
Which hand are you using? Your bronze one or your black one?
It's a two-handed weapon.
Okay, you're fine.
The halberd. Don't give me that. Don't be messing with me.
It only hurts the first time.
This is the first hit. 8, 12, 21, 28, and 3 is 31 slashing.
Okay.
Well, actually, 11 was slashing. The remainder was radiant.
Let me double check something. All right. So 31 total?
Yep. Does that seem to, be bad for him?
I mean, it hurts him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take my second attack.
All right.
Oh, I'm thinking a 10.
Far
Excuse
from
me.
it.
Good. Well, I'm glad I didn't roll on that one.
It's almost
standing over the
as though you
abyss.
did about a half of a swing.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna stay right there.
All right.
I assume that I had that shield of faith up for 10 minutes. I'm assuming that's still up.
Yeah, you got about another 5 minutes on it.
Didn't take us 10 minutes to talk.
No,
past
not at
the
all.
Giant. Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
LaGrace.
I'm gonna book it across the bridge.
Okay, so as you leave its reach, it is going to try to reach out and reel you with its tendril.
It can certainly try.
It's only a 24.
Fuck nugget. Okay. It hits.
So you are now grappled. And yeah. I'm getting raided. Hello Raiders, welcome to the stream. My name is Craniodad, Team Beat 42. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. We're doing some D&D with an interesting twist. I am taking Ghosts of Saltmarsh and I'm baking in my own flavor to make it even more enjoyable for my
also
players.
known as bastardization.
That too. But welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you, Raiders.
Can I make you use a dissonant whisper to try and fail that in hindsight?
Sure. Absolutely. You know what? I'll allow it just because we got raided. I'll say that, that I'll let you burn a dissonant whisper, which I will go ahead and mark off right now.
Distracted by the raid. Yeah.
Distracted by the raid. So you guys are down to 7. 7 dissonant whispers. But you're back up to 8 because I got to follow. So,
Nice.
we'll make sure we get that going right back up to 8. And at disadvantage, it's even higher.
Okay, I guess I'll just deal with this.
Yeah. Because the second roll's a natural 20.
At least you made him burn one. Burned a natural 20, didn't get to use it.
So I'm grappled now, right?
You are grappled, yes.
Can I fight it?
On your turn, yes.
It is my turn, though,
Then,
isn't it?
yes. You can give me a strength save.
Strength save.
What a classic.
Let's see. Would a 25 work?
You are able to break it.
Awesome. Then I'm
Oh,
gonna...
you're at disadvantage while you're restrained.
Oh, hold on then. Let's see. Is a 16 good enough?
No.
Shit nuggets. Okay, I'm gonna use my action surge to try again.
Okay.
So let's try that again. At disadvantage. Even at disadvantage, it's a 19.
That's enough.
Oh, thank God. And then I'm gonna use I can't move, can I?
No.
Well, like did it take all my movement to get captured?
It took all your movement. It would take it an action to try to break it the first time. Then you use your action surge for your second action.
Mm-hmm.
And you used one of those actions. You use one of those attacks
Right.
for your action surge to break free. So you have no movement left.
Okay, that's fine. Then I guess that was my turn. What
But
a
you're free,
waste.
which means you don't have to worry about crushing
Yay.
or being pulled down into the ravine and thrown away.
Yay.
You know,
Only to be eaten later.
I remember Roper's fondly.
ropers are great.
It's a classic D&D monster.
In fact, now it's the roper's
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, fuck.
And you guys are going to hear some scurrying. Cirrus, you have an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna hammer that bastard.
Go for it.
I would like to burn a dissonant whisper. Do I have to declare that before I roll?
Yep, declare before you roll.
Okay, then I missed.
Down to 7.
Damn it.
It only hurts the first time. It is going to use very little of its movement to scurry around on top and in front of LaGrace. And it is going to bite and then try to reel again.
Goddamn motherfucking.
For the bite, it is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For the reel, it is a 16.
That does not hit.
All right, from the bite, you take 22 piercing damage.
Holy sharp teeth.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Now, on to Brent.
All right, so let's see. Is the roper like hanging below the bridge?
I think it's up on the bridge.
It's on the
now.
bridge now.
It's
Yeah.
on the bridge now.
I cut the bridge out.
Picture Gandalf and the Balrog.
So,
Hold on.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
all right, so I am. All right, as my bonus action.
How much do you weigh?
I'm not going on to the bridge yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right to the foothold of the bridge right there. Brand's gonna look down at the rope connected to the bridge, look up, look at the roper, look down again, look back up. Then he's gonna put his echo 15 feet away from him, which is right there.
Let me pull your echo up here.
Right there, and then he is going to attack the roper with his echo.
All right.
All right, first attack.
Shoot the glass.
That's going to be a 17.
Miss.
Damn,
Right.
dude's got an AC.
The second attack. That is not going to hit if the first attack didn't. So
All right.
that would be my action.
Sana.
All right. Okay.
Excuse me.
Is there like a roof to this cavern?
30 feet.
Kinda don't want to go on that bridge.
Yeah, as you're looking at it, the bridge is definitely taking some strain. You can hear the telltale signs of the rope that's holding the bridge beginning to unfurl.
I'm not on the bridge. I'm just right on the edge.
I'll allow it.
Just want to be clear. Definitely not on the bridge.
I really don't have. It's not a really great shot to throw anything. I guess Sana will just in an attempt to rally LaGrace. I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'll say, just hold on, LaGrace, we're coming. And I'll spend another one of my superiority die.
Just hold on, we're coming. I love it.
And oh, nice. You're going to get 10 temp HP.
Thank you. Needed that.
Help where you can.
And without stepping on the bridge, that's all I can really do.
All right. Bracken. You're muted.
Thank you. Bracken's gonna step up to the edge, probably like right here, kind of in the same spot that Sada's in. And I'm gonna take 2 shots with my light crossbow.
How much does a crossbow bolt weigh?
Oh, for the love of God! These are hollow aluminum. Hollow
They're bird bones.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, Dungeon Master.
First shot is 16. Second
Miss.
is a 10.
Miss. 2
Okay,
bolts
10.
go flying. Tink, tink.
That's it for me.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be at 7, 8. Cirrus.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Misty Step,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Misty Step myself
Right into the abyss.
to here.
Now,
so
are
that
you are you using your hand to cast? That is the bronze, or
It's verbal.
oh, so
So
it
I'm
hasn't
gonna
gotten to
say-
your tongue yet, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Shazam, and I'm gonna Misty Step so that I am 10 feet behind the duder. So I'm gonna Misty Step to here.
Okay. As you misty step, not a problem. You're able to appear. I need Deluge and Calder's or LeGrace and Brent's image, as well as the Roper, to make a deck save as the rope bridge springs back up from the lack of weight in the middle.
Oh heavens!
Roper makes it.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't, people.
15.
You're good?
It uses mine, so it'd be a 7 for my
Okay.
echo.
Your echo is falling off the bridge.
Okay.
You could make a.
Change places with it.
You can make. You could make a saving throw to try to grab onto the bridge.
It's an echo. It's because I can. It's basically I'll see. Yeah, I'll try to see the strike.
Yeah, because if he's still there, he can attack on your turn.
Yeah.
So
8.
you just send another one up there. But
Or I could just send another one up there. 14.
You are able to grab onto the edge. So you are hanging from the bridge.
Underneath the roper, right?
Underneath the roper-ish, yeah.
So I could
Nice.
potentially, you could potentially like crawl, like get to the other side of the bridge.
we could address that on your turn. Oh, it is your turn. Oh no, it's Cirrus's
it's
turn. So
actually my turn. I've got my attacks coming.
all right, let's do it.
So if I were to use a Dissonant Whisper, that would grant me advantage on this attack roll.
Correct. That is how Dissonant Whispers work.
You guys mind if I burn one?
Go.
Do it.
All right, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to roll with advantage. Oh, shit. Rolled a 10 and a 7, 16.
16 miss.
All right, second attack. I'm not going to burn another one.
Roper.
17.
Miss.
God dang it. That's what I got. If I step back, is that going to give it an attack of opportunity?
Yes, because it has an incredibly long reach.
I got you.
In fact,
I'll just stay put.
let me see. You might even still be within reach. Oh, I know you're still within reach. You're 10 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just stay put. I could probably judge that by looking at the rope and seeing how long it is.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Because I got 30 feet of movement I haven't used, but I'm going to stay right where I'm at.
Okay.
That's my turn, sir.
Alrighty. LeGrace.
Okay, using my halfling nimbleness, I can move past this thing. I'll get an attack of opportunity, but I can still try.
It would try to bite you.
Yeah. Go for it.
12.
Does not hit.
It goes, "Arr!" and you sneak on by.
All right, and then from here, I'm going to get to the ballista.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim at it.
All right.
And fire.
Okay. I need a strength check at disadvantage to use the ballista.
Sure thing.
Ooh, I think Circe could probably wield a ballista. He's been a military guy.
It's just about getting that the racket
Getting
back.
drawn back.
Yeah.
Yes. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 gets you drawn back. Now I need a strength check at double disadvantage to pull the trigger. I'm kidding. You're a halfling. I mean,
Yep.
Double disadvantage.
when you think it's low, roll again. So go ahead and give me a dex attack roll.
Oh, dex attack roll? Okay.
Huh? Or just roll a dice and add 5.
Let's see.
Because it's the
Ranged
ballista's dex, not yours.
That is 25.
25. 25 hits. And does... Oh god, I gotta look up a ballista.
I can pull it up real quick.
It's been a while since I've had to use one of those.
Ballista?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's not.
We'll go with an animated ballista. Just for the damage. All right, so it's
3d10,
plus 6.
yeah.
It's plus 6, so it will be a 3d10.
Three D10 plus what?
Just 3d10 straight up.
Oh, 12.
12. Noted.
And then can I use my second attack?
I would say it would have taken an action to draw back the bolt and fire, so yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that again.
All right.
So strength,
Yep.
disadvantage.
Strength and disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be a 10.
Not enough.
Damn it. Okay, well that's my turn then.
Still good, though.
Still good.
Clever.
All right. All right, we are now on to the roper. It's going to attempt to bite and tendril reel your duplicate.
Okay.
For the bite, it is a 11,
Does not hit.
and for the tendril, it is a 17.
That ties his armor class.
All right. So you are now grappled. It is now grappled and restrained. And that's where it will stop its turn.
Okay.
Brent.
All right. So let's see. Brent's gonna move. I guess it's just the ropers up on the bridge there. Brent's going to. Yes. 15. He's gonna move 5, 10. Right there, 10 feet out onto the bridge. And then. Actually, he's going to move 5 more feet out onto the bridge. Or right there. Then he is going to. He's going to summon a I'm going to manifest another echo 15 feet away from me on over here.
Okay.
And the echo that's in the roper's tentacles just disappears. Yep. And a new one appears over there.
Okay.
Nice. That's cool.
And then I could tell it to move. It can move up to, it could be no more than 30 feet away from me, but it's going to move out of range of the tentacles. That's not part of any of my actions. And then how far am I from the roper here? So am I within attacking distance, or am I still too far away from it?
You're within attacking distance of it.
All right, then I'm going to use my 2 attacks. I'm going to attack the roper.
All right.
All right, first attack. That is not going to hit. Second attack. That will not hit either.
All right.
And so that is my turn.
Man, gotta get better rolls here. Come on, team.
All right. As Sana prepares to go, a loud croaking is heard over by the campfire.
Okay.
3. Oh no.
That's a 4.
A 4? You're good to
Oh,
go.
okay, you said 3.
Keep rolling 4s.
No, thank you.
All right. What you do?
Now's not the time for those shenanigans.
Or is it? Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, let's wait till we get to the dragon.
I'm going to shout. Hey, hobgoblins! If you help us with this, there's money in it for you.
Give me a. Are you using persuasion, or are you just like trying to persuade them? Give me a persuasion check.
Does it matter if I'm lying to them?
Doesn't matter. Persuasion check.
Can I dissonant whisper?
Sure.
God, we're gonna use them all up on this, aren't we?
That is a persuasion. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You guys on the other side hear a bunch of clamoring behind you, and a little bit of, oh fuck, I don't know if there's money in it. We don't have to tell anybody. We just scalp the money, put it in our pockets, blah, 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 blah. Fuck it, why not? We'll fire a couple ballista shots. They'll probably give us something for it. And they're going to come over, and one's going to come over to assist.
Nice.
All right. Can I still, I guess, do the rest of my...
Yes, that was your bonus action.
All right. Well, whatever. And I'll move out on the bridge with Calder and try to attack this thing.
All right.
Rolling up the blades. Wow. Never rolling that die again. My second attack, I definitely missed. Wow, that die doesn't fit in my dice roller. That is a 17?
Miss.
Damn it. That's my turn.
All right. Bracken.
I'm going to take 2 shots with my crossbow.
Go for it.
Again. I don't hit. 15 and 11.
Nope. Okay.
Swearing in Orcish.
Swearing in Orcish. Got it. Circe.
Oh, I understand that.
2 attacks. There's a nat 20, baby. The other one was a 5.
The nat 20 barely hits.
Okay. On that hit, I am using the Divine Smite.
All right.
So the first D10 was a 1. The second D10 is a 6. So 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 4 is 14. Total damage between radiant and slashing.
It's starting to look a little rough.
I'm hitting, but I'm not doing awesome damage. And that was just a first level spell slot on that Divine Smite. I've burned my 2 second level. And that's my turn. I'm kind of anxious to see what happens with the ballista over here.
The Grace. You have
Ballista
assistance.
time.
You have assistance on it, so it's able to be loaded and fired as an action.
All right, let's do it. So float and fire. So you still need strength and dex and all that?
It's just a d20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6. Gotcha.
Is it still with disadvantage?
No, she's
Alright.
it's loaded. She's going to be able to fire on both of her turns.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
So it's a standard
16.
attack for it, which is a plus 6.
16.
Miss.
Okay, let's do it again. How do I miss? No, that's the wrong freaking dice. Alright, so that's... God, I'm bad at math. 21.
Barely hits.
Damage.
Damage is 3d10.
3d10. Alright.
Yeah, this dude's got a badass armor class.
20.
Damage is 21.
Nice. It's looking real rough. With a ballista bolt sticking through its eye. All right. So it's been shot, stabbed, poked, prodded. Let's have some fun.
Oh god, what is fun? What is fun for
All
you?
right, so I have up to 6 tendrils to use if I use my daily. So I need everybody to make dex saves right now.
Would I be making 2 for my echo?
Yes.
4 is 9. Calder's Echo and Deluge, you each get +2 on your roll
Really? Oh, sweet.
because you're within.
23
feet of
then.
me.
You're good?
I have a 9.
You're not?
12.
You're not?
And I don't like where this is going.
12.
Another 12? You're not good?
All right, for my echo, a 10. For
Echo's not good?
Brant proper, 21.
You're good. All right. Those of you that are marked are grappled.
So that's everything with disadvantage and no movement.
Yeah, you're grappled and restrained. So you have disadvantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, and you're at risk of being crushed on every turn.
There. Did the hobgoblin get a roll?
Right?
No,
Pulled
it
aim
only-
restrained.
It only had 6, and the hobgoblin just came into play.
God, lucky son of a... I'm not paying him anyway.
I figured as much. All right, Brent.
All right, so that kind of puts a gummy into my plans, what I was going to try to do for right now, but it just kind of pushes it back 1 turn. I am going to dismiss this echo
Okay.
and manifest another echo right by the fire over here. That should be, let me make sure that's 15 for me. Or actually, 15 summon the right here. The echo is going to manifest right there. And then I'm going to just tell it to move towards the fire. Would that cause an opportunity attack on that?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'll just tell him to move towards the fire, and then
Attack of opportunity is a nat 20. So that is 22 piercing damage.
All right, so that echo disappears, and then I am going to attack the roper. First attack.
You should go ahead and kill it.
Yeah, that's going to be a 19.
Miss.
Second attack. Nah, that'd be a 17.
All right. Remember, I told you guys my A, B, C, and even what the fuck game is all coming.
You did warn us.
I did. I warned you.
You also lied and said this would be relaxing and therapeutic.
I'm perfectly relaxed. I barely even need to stretch. Oh, it feels so good. This is after a long week, you know? This is.
I've never wanted to both strangle and high five a person in the same evening.
So you start with a high five, but it ends in the strangle?
Maybe we can transition it.
All right. Sana.
Oh, good. I'm trapped in a roper thingy.
Yep, you can spend an action on your turn to try to get out.
I'm gonna try to break free.
Go for it.
It's
Strength.
Strength.
At disadvantage. You can also try to hit it if you want, but it's tough.
I'm better off strength check. That is a dirty 20
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
All right, you're able to break free.
All right. So that's my action. So I still have a second attack, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to swing at it. Come on, come on, come on! Damn it! Action surge.
Okay.
Swing at this thing again. That is a 23.
All right, that hits.
Come here, stupid old dice. I haven't rolled damage for this character yet. That is Sorry, not remembering all these numbers. It's a 9. And then I will make the second attack with my action surge, which misses, of course. Do I want to use my bonus? How bad is this thing?
It's pretty bad.
Screw it. I'm going to use my bonus action and spend another one of my superiority die.
All right.
Brant, you've got to finish this thing. You can use a reaction if you haven't used a reaction, have you?
I have not.
You can use a reaction to make an attack, a melee attack against against the creature.
All right, so I guess I'll use my reaction to make the
And you
attack.
have to add a D8 to the attack for damage.
Do I have to declare that D8 before?
No, it's part of my thing, so
It's for damage, not for the roll.
not for the roll. You add it to the
Okay.
damage.
23.
That's a hit.
All right, so
Um,
it's going to be 2d8 plus 5. So 13 points of slashing damage.
All right. As you slice it, it falls off the bridge. Here's
That's
the
what I was afraid
problem.
of.
Circe
That's what I
and
was afraid of.
Circe and Bracken on
And
other
when I
sides of
said
the
I don't
bridge
like where this is going.
That
are
seems
still
fine.
grappled.
can I lunge and try to axe off the tentacle that has Circe?
You can try.
I would love to.
Bracken's on the other side. So Bracken's got to make a dex save. Do your
Yeah, he's old.
do your dive and see if you can hit. Give me a standard attack.
Standard attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would we be out of initiative now, or?
Still an initiative because this is an action resulting from initiative.
Wait, do you mean like an unarmed strike or just like a standard? Just
Like a D20 attack, normal D20 attack.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna be a no. Stop.
Don't forget you have dissonant whispers.
Yep. 19.
Miss.
What?
Okay, so Circe has to do a dex save as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a dissonant whisper and roll this deck save with advantage.
All right.
Ooh, not awesome. 17.
You're able to grab on to the posts right next to you.
Okay.
Bracken,
10.
you were able to grab onto the post right next to you. You hit it
Rolled a 3
exactly.
and a 13.
You hit it exactly. But both of you combined are holding the dead weight of a large monstrosity.
It's fine.
And you are no longer in initiative.
Now that I'm not lunging, can I try
Somebody
axing
help
the
me
tentacle
hold this
off?
thing here
Yeah,
while
yeah,
Bracken
yeah,
cuts himself off.
Yes,
Wait, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll
Get on this end of it and help me hold
I'm
it and
gonna
let Bracken cut himself
start
off.
pulling on Circe, trying to hold him up.
Okay.
Brant's gonna run back towards Bracken.
I'm going to go towards Circe.
The hobgoblin is just going to move over here and hold its hand out.
I flick a gold coin at his face.
It takes the gold coin and it runs away.
Rocket's gonna pull a dagger and just start digging at it.
All right.
And Brant's gonna start hacking at it with a sword.
All right. You guys are able to get to where you're at the sinew and all that fun stuff. Did you say that you were moving over? Rogelio is actually
Sana is helping Circe.
Circe, okay. At advantage, Circe, as the last sinew of the tendril holding Bracken is cut, you feel an immense weight pull. There's cutting going on behind you, but you still feel that weight.
So what am I doing?
Strength save.
Strength save?
At advantage.
At advantage. We'll take that. That is a dirty 20. 15 plus 5.
You feel the weight and you feel the tendril tighten around you. You still take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
As the tendril snaps right where LaGrace has been hacking at it.
Yeah.
And you feel yourself lunged forward and you are almost on top of Sana and LaGrace. And you are no longer confined by the roper.
Yeah, I'll crawl him off very quickly.
Jesus,
My
are you all
goodness.
right?
Is everybody all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
When I said that earlier about I don't like where this is going, that's exactly what I was referring to because I knew once that roper died, anybody attached to it was going to be going with it, like backdraft. You go, we go. All right, let's get everybody over the bridge and move on.
Maybe we should take a short rest.
I
We could
fully
do
agree with
that.
this.
We could do that.
Okay. You guys huddle around the campfire, taking a short rest.
Have a chat with our hobgoblin-y friends.
They're not really there now.
Good.
They got their 1 gold piece and left.
I love. One thing about fighters is I love their everything resetting on a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. About 5 minutes go by. You guys are able to catch your air.
I'm going to burn 3 hit die.
And you see that the pathway does indeed fork to the left and the right. And it is much colder to the right, and the ice is very thick on the ground to the right. And off in the distance, while you guys are resting in the quiet, you hear...
Okay.
Let's find our hobo friend first of all.
His name is Carl. Yes,
Very good.
name.
He has a name!
Sorry, which direction was the snoring coming from?
To the right.
Well, let's look to the left.
Move at your leisure.
Actually, what's this over here?
Treasure hoard.
I thought that they said that there was the hobo was over to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If we could just get him and get the hell out of here, I'd call that a win.
And leave a white dragon?
Do we need to confront a white dragon? Hell, we almost got killed by a damn ropa.
Well, the dragon's gonna attack us eventually, don't you think?
There's a heavy iron chest containing a lot of money over there.
Here?
Don't we have a
Is here?
lovely cold pouch that can go into?
Well, what didn't they say that the dude Carl was to the left?
Yeah.
So.
I believe that's what he said.
But Grace is already heading off in that direction.
I think we need to find Carl first of all.
This the
Then we'll
what
just-
is that?
Those
Decide what to
are
do.
cages.
Oh, anybody in
Is
there?
anybody in any? of them?
Not that first one. No.
Yeah.
I keep
we'll
making
go
my way
down the
down.
hallway.
You hear. Help
There he
me.
is. There he is.
Don't worry, we're going to get you out of here.
Are you Carl or Carl Jr.?
That's me. Get me out of here, please.
We're here to get you out of here.
I'm gonna axe the lock to the cage.
Strength.
Get him out.
Or give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna watch behind us.
That's gonna be a 16.
You're able to break the lock. A loud reverberating clang is heard throughout the entire cavern as the lock is broken.
No, it's not. It was
Yep.
a rubber lock.
Oh, yeah, my bad. It's the new rubber silent lock with a muffler on it. You wrapped up in cloth and you put it in the bag of colding, which is what I would have done, and let the bag of colding dissolve the lock. But, okay.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Yeah, but you hit it with an axe instead. So there's a loud clang, and you hear some stifled snoring off in the distance that seems to be
Get out of
stopping.
All right. You guys can get him out of here. I'm going to fight a dragon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Time out. I'm
Oh.
sorry. What?
You don't want to deal with a dragon? I say we do. I think it would
I
help the village down
say
below.
we don't, and I'm in charge of this here mission.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't really give a fuck.
And
I'm-
have fun.
Toodles.
Because there's 5 of us. We can't take on a dragon. Our employers did, and they barely made it, and that was a young dragon. So,
Right.
we'll come back here with a larger group and take care of the dragon,
Let's
but
be smart about
I'm
this.
not doing it now. So have fun. I'll raise a glass in your
But
honor.
there is a
and tell
bit
your
of
wife.
treasure over here.
Who disturbs my slumber?
Of course.
Yeah, it looks like we don't have much of a choice.
Sana would shout in her best hobgoblin voice. Sorry, boss. It was just one of the prisoners making a racket.
Give me a deception check, please.
Distant whisper.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That's a
I
nice
could,
use.
That is a 23.
It's time for my snack anyway. Bring the prisoner.
Shit. Which one?
There's only one, you infinitesimally small snack-like
This whole
creature.
time, Sana's waving everyone. Keep moving.
To the bridge.
Yeah, I'm hustling.
All right.
Is anybody taking anything out of the gold?
I grab a coin to replace the one I paid that hobgoblin with.
Okay.
As tempting as that
I
is,
say,
You take one, and you realize at that moment
last time we touched dragon treasure, we had a deck of several things show up.
that there's still 12,099 gold coins still in there.
Okay, that's fine.
Or, I'm sorry. No, you take a gold coin. There's 78 gold coins left.
Okay, that's fine.
And a bunch of gems and some potions and stuff.
That's fine.
Grab what you can and let's go.
I'm grabbing Carl and just heading for the exit.
Okay. Circe, at the top of the slope, I need a deck save.
Yep. Sounds good.
Crap! I collected my rope.
Oh, your rope is not there anymore?
Nope.
Oh, I pulled it up when we got to the top of the hill.
Ah, okay. That is a 21.
21. You're able to grab on as you fall on your butt and begin to slide down the pathway.
All right.
So
Down I go.
try something.
Where's my food?
I'm gonna put Carl's butt on my shield, hop on the back, and we're sledding out of here.
Love it.
Is this the game where you can award inspiration?
It
to a
is.
player
It
from a player?
absolutely is.
Yeah. Yeah, Shannon's getting one from me
Thank you.
all night long.
Give LeGrace some inspiration.
Yeah, good stuff.
Come on,
Um,
Carl, we
for
sledding.
And for leaving with us.
She's not as stupid as Deluge, okay?
I get the rationale, but I think we're underarmed.
Sana's just gonna prepare herself to slide down on her ass.
All right.
Yeah.
As you slide down, LeGrace, give me a deck save to not smash into the wall.
Doke.
Same for Sana.
Let's see. 21.
You're good?
This is gonna hurt. 5.
5, eh?
Yep. I mean, I was in a position to brace myself, like feet first.
Oh, then I'll only use a D6 instead of a D10.
That's fine.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack into the wall.
That's fine. Hey,
All right.
actually, the
Hard
only
wall.
damage I've taken to date.
Hardwall.
I mean, if that was Rogelio, your hip would have been broken, and
I know.
Brant's going to do the same thing. He's going to slide down on his
I want to do.
shield.
Oh.
all right, give me a deck save.
It's going to be a 12.
All right. Are you bracing for impact?
Yes, it's I have the shield master feat. Could I kind of be like
No.
use the shield
No.
to like kind of turn it as I'm coming up to the wall, like pull the
I'll
shield
have
back?
I'll have the highest dice roll off of the D6s,
So,
and that gives you 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
all right.
All right. We've got Bracken and Circe to go.
I already went.
Oh, what did you roll
I
for
was
your
first.
What was your deck save?
Yeah, I rolled a 21.
All right, you're good.
Yeah.
Bracken.
Yeah, he's going out on his arse. Just. And I rolled. With my bonus, a 20.
You're fine.
Woo.
Nice.
Further back. Where's my food?
Where's my Hassan Pfeffer?
And as you guys come around the corner, you can see Graham standing there going, "Hey, you guys made it."
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yep, and we're going to be going now.
Now we're
It was
leaving.
nice
Pleasure.
meeting you, but
Yep,
we
great
really
meeting
must
you.
be
Oh,
off.
safe travels.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
farewell. Yeah, good to see you again.
Seriously, it's this way. I mean,
Whoops. Mr. Turn, wrong toin at Albuquerque.
All right. Over time, you guys are able to make it out of the cavern. And as you look up,
Yeah, here it comes.
on a perch, about 200 feet up, you see the long neck of a white dragon looking out. What do you do?
Carl,
Run.
get your butt on the shield. We're sledding down this hill.
We're making a break for the trees.
All right.
Spread out, y'all.
This
They
will
breathe
be
in a cone.
this will be a dice rolling contest as you are trying to get away from the dragon. So
Spread out.
everybody roll a d20.
Are we in initiative?
No.
19.
That keeps the frog turned off. Now would not be the time.
Now would be the
Or
perfect
Straight
time.
D20?
Yep, straight d20. So we got a what would you get?
Six.
We got a 9. We got 4 and a 6, which is 10. You said 19,
I got a
19 for Silent.
so 26.
12 for Brent.
38.
I have a 6.
I got that.
Oh, 16.
38, 40, 50. Yeah,
54.
4. Okay.
What
You
does
get-
that mean?
You guys are running down the hill, and you are able to make it to the woods. You guys just hauling ass all the way to the horses?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
In due course and in due time, our adventurers are able to make it down the hill to their horses, saddle up, and ride like hell to get home. Over the next 2 days, you travel back at breakneck speed, constantly looking over your shoulder, waiting to and expecting to see Skullcrusher, whom you never see. You're able to return home with the hermit.
I'll have the hermit on my horse, and I will be asking him on our way, like, why you? Any idea?
I ate one of its eggs.
You did,
did
what?
I was hungry.
You dumb fuck.
We should have left him there.
Were there other eggs?
6.
Oh shit.
Figures they wouldn't miss one. They look like giant rocks.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You
You know,
poor
they're
dumb bastard.
they were big and they looked like rocks. And I found one inside the cave. There was 3, and I took one, and there was only 2 left. And I figured it wouldn't notice. We were hungry. We needed some eggs.
Oh my god. When we get off these horses, when we get back home, I'm
So
kicking you
3.
so hard in the shin that you'll have to crawl on your knees for the rest of your life.
Well, at least I could do
3
that.
total dragon eggs. Well, seems we've made ourselves an enemy. I just wonder, like, what? I mean, the dragon doesn't know who we are, but
Or does he?
we have a dragon to deal with now.
I would say, Circe, even from that distance, when you are riding back and you recall looking up that hill and seeing that dragon's head, it is not a young dragon. Not by any means. But you guys make it back to the homestead, safe and sound. And that's what we'll pick up next time. Adventurers, do you have anything you would like to impart upon our viewers before we send them off to somebody awesome?
Don't eat people's babies.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't.
A dingo ate my baby.
It's rude.
I was going to say the same thing. Don't eat people's babies.
All right, good sesh, y'all.
Good session.
Don't eat random dragon eggs.
Guessing we probably won't be chilling next Saturday, being Independence Day holiday. I don't know what y'all are doing, but
I'll leave it open to you guys. I plan on being home.
we'll see. I may be around.
Yeah, we'll figure that
I
out.
ain't doing anything.
May
so-
have
I don't
to
do it.
besiege a dragon.
Oh. Or it will besiege you. But again,
we'll leave it there.
Hey, one way to bring back the dingy appeal of our abode is to let a dragon destroy it.
Perfect. Deluge will be so happy.
True. But again, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for being in chat, lurking, chatting, the bits, the follows, subs, resubs, and everything in between. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Again, I am Cranio Dad, your host and Dungeon Master on the Saturdays that we can find a way to make it happen. When it's not a Saturday and I'm not playing Dungeons & Dragons, you'll find me playing Sea of Thieves right here on Twitch. All that being said, much love. Regardless of what Deluge may do, wash your goddamn hands. And I will see you all again sometime soon. Hang tight for the raid. Much love.